So there is this big debate between I got roped into it because I guess he was expecting that I would start arguing with the blunts and boxing guy. There's like this big debate about Clarissa's resume and Amanda's resume, that both women fought for a lot of vacant titles, which is true. Amanda fought for a good number of vacant titles. Um, the disconnect is pretending that because Amanda fought for vacant titles, that Clarissa's quality of competition is the same or better as hers. And I would say no. I've been watching this sport too long to qualify Vanessa Joanese or Kay Scott as being really, really good fighters. Jay, what it do? Right? But that's the argument that Blunts and Boxing is trying to make, that because they both fought for a lot of vacant titles, what you can say about a Clarissa, you could say about Amanda, when it's the other way around. You can't bring up Amanda fighting for vacant titles as a negative because most of the titles that Clarissa won were vacant. You guys are saying that she's the greatest woman of all times, then turning around and saying, well, look how many vacant titles Amanda fought for, right? Well, we're not saying that Amanda's the greatest woman of all times, but you're saying that Clarissa is, while trashing Amanda for fighting for vacant titles. You have to make that make sense. What it do, Wancho? What it do, Davo? Right? Now, separately, which requires more insight than these people have, because all you're really doing is going on BoxRec. You didn't see those fights. You don't actually know much about who Amanda Serrano fought, in all actuality. If I tell you she fought Fatuma Zurica, you don't know who that is. If I tell you she fought Daniela Bermudez, you don't know who that is. You don't know how they fight. You don't know what their accomplishments are. You're just going off of probably the last 4 or 5 years of boxing, maybe. What it do, Just Selfie? What it do, round one? What it do, MW25? Right? You're just going off you're just going off of when you started watching boxing. Well, really, when you started watching them, because you haven't been watching Clarissa all that long, and you know that. You just argue in bad faith. To argue on Clarissa Shields' behalf, you sort of have to argue in bad faith, because anybody can look at who she's fighting and come to the conclusion these girls aren't that good. Vanessa Joanese, Kay Scott, what like seriously, Maricela Cornejo. Come on, bro. Fatuma Zurica is better than all of them. Daniela Bermudez is better than all of them. Shields is the GOAT, only she has a Funko Pop, right? But I could tell that Junior sort of wanted me to start, having that argument, that discussion. And I wasn't going to do it because I don't argue with people for free. Especially not stupid shit like that. Especially not stupid shit like that. If somebody wants to have that debate with me about Clarissa's resume, Amanda's resume, Katie's resume, you got to do it here where I'm going to make some money. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. Like, nah, I don't like talking to stupid people generally. So for me to do it, I have to be making money. If I'm not going to make money from it, then what's the point? That's not entertainment for me. That's work, So yeah, I canceled my yearly DAZN sub. I just can't. I can't blame you, bro. I can't blame you. I mean, this weekend is a great example. We got Rolly Romero, Teofimo Lopez in a fight that reportedly the tickets are not even selling. They saying the tickets for the fight is not even selling, and well, I'm not surprised. Rolly doesn't really have fans. I keep saying that dude don't really have people that want to pay to see him fight. They just watch his stupid fucking interviews, but they don't pay to see him fight. And Tio, homie, you coming off a loss, and that was this year. Who's excited about you? That fight belongs in a Hulu theater. That's where that fight belongs. In a Hulu theater as part of a regular schedule. That's not a big fight. That is not a big fight. What it do, Drew? Eddie crashing out and Fishaw's Warren is chilling. I don't think he's crashing out. I think he's just tired of people lying because people are lying. Unless you all of a sudden believe Rick Glacier, Drew. You know, unless you believe Rick Glacier, which I don't. Not in this instance, no. Jay, what it do?
What it do, Jules? What's cracking, man?
Unless you gonna believe it from Rick Glacier, which no, I don't. I don't even think you connect like that. Why would I believe all that shit? Yeah, Drew, tell me the Mark Shapiro angle.
No, you're just being biased.
I'm
No,
not being
I'm
biased.
bullshit. I'm bullshitting.
Unless, like I said,
They're all
Drew,
lying. They're all
I don't
lying,
think.
and they're all telling the truth.
No, I don't think Eddie's lying. I think it's pretty straightforward actually, because it's like Nikisa Badarian said. This happened before. This already happened. This is somebody who spoke the boxing scene, not somebody from Matchroom. This addendum that they supposedly saw. This is somebody who relayed bad information to boxing scene to start a smear campaign to put public pressure on Eddie and Matchroom and AJ to accept the offer as it is because they want it in New York. And what they saying, I know what Eddie's doing. If you want it in New York, it's going to cost you. And it's going to cost you. And I know that because that's what I would do.
But Eddie is lying. Eddie is being disingenuous.
About what?
How many of AJ's last 5 fights have been in the UK?
How's that disingenuous?
Because he's saying this fight is for the economy, the hotels, the this, the that. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's not about that.
I saw a clip.
No, wait. Well, I gotta answer the shit. This is the thing. Which Eddie's last five? I mean, AJ's last 5 fights. What was that? Prenga, Jake Paul,
Dubois.
Dubois. Yep. Was that Dubois? Was where? Was that in Saudi?
That was the last one. That was in the UK. That was the last one.
Okay, then, Drew. But then you kind of made the argument for me.
I said the last 5, Jules. There's only been 1 out of 5.
Yeah, but who? Okay, who were the other 3?
Ngannou and Wallen.
Ngannou and Wallen.
I mean, I don't.
So if it's about the UK economy and those local guys, all of a sudden now it's important for AJ to fight over there?
Yeah, because he's fighting Tyson Fury. You comparing Prenga to Tyson Fury?
I'm comparing the lie of like it matters to them over there. It never mattered before.
That's not a lie. That's not a lie.
He's lying. Tomato.
What is he lying? What is he lying
about? That fight matters to the economy, that they need the fight over there.
Yeah, Tyson Fury. Yeah, I don't think Prenga matters to the economy.
I don't. The reason it is too, like Frank Warren and Fury don't care.
I fuck with Eddie, but he's lying.
I don't think he's lying personally. I don't. I already see. This is the thing. Before I give it to you, Undefeated. This is the thing. Yeah. Drew, you're choosing to accept misinformation from Turkey El Sheikh, who's already been proven to lie.
I didn't cite none of that stuff.
Can I talk? Can I go now?
You can talk, but don't say I'm citing that stuff. I'm not.
I'm saying you're believing the Turkey side of it. You are, because you're saying that you told me he's lying. And the reason I say that, look, you know why I don't believe the stuff from the Turkey side is because you already got caught in a lie when it came to Wardley versus Dubois. On Ring Magazine, you guys published a story that the tickets for the fight for Dubois versus Wardley, you guys said that the tickets for the fight were struggling to sell, and Frank Warren is only slandering you because he's in the hole. Fast forward, the tickets weren't even on sale at the time you told that lie. When the tickets did go on sale, they sold the fuck out. You said that Frank Warren's company is in trouble. No, Frank Warren's company is the fastest growing company in the UK. Per what's the name of that shit? Public House, whatever the shit where they show the fastest.
Yeah.
Public House, whatever the fuck is called. That I've already seen you smear. I've already seen you smear somebody who you was like beefing with recently. Whereas I don't think Eddie's lying. I think they signed on for a UK fight, and what he's telling you, which is what I would do, if you want us to go back on what we already agreed to, I want a lot of shit. Oh yeah, it's the same thing I do with guys here, Drew. If you want me to kick somebody off, you have to pay me. If you want me to go to your channel, you have to pay me. If you want me to do any, you have to pay me. Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to do it.
I'm not
because
saying Eddie's lying about that, though, Jules. I'm saying his reasoning about why it needs to be in the UK, the economy, that. I'm in agreement with you with
that's
that.
not a lie. Yeah, but that's not a lie, Drew. You can't
It is a
compare.
lie because
How
the
is it
first
a lie?
agreement,
What's the part that's not
because
true?
that's not true. That's not true. The first agreement they had to fight Fury was fucking for Saudi. So the fight's
Saudi.
always been up for sale
I
for
know.
the
Yep.
highest bidder.
I don't remember that. That it
That
had
For
to
the
be
was
in
for
Saudi. I
for the
don't remember
Wilder
that.
with the Wilder arbitration, remember it was going to be in Saudi.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now, what I'm telling you, you're comparing Skills Challenge to Sella. That's not the same thing. You know that
Who was
you know
putting
that
up the money though, Jules?
that was Amir Abdallah and Prince Khaled. That was not Turkey Al Sheikh. That back then that was called. You're talking about the cockeyed
So
guy.
was that fight not agreed to go over there and not the UK for the first fight?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
So
was.
the fight's
At the end
always
of the
been
day,
for sale to the highest bidder, no matter
no,
where it took place.
but nobody's debating whether or not it was for sale. Right now, they're saying that this fight is important to the UK economy. You want to know why? Because from the time that Skills Challenge came out and tried to do that fight, I think that was 4 or 5 years ago. Because Skills Challenge eventually Turkey took it over or whatever. Now he's the one overseeing the boxing over there. And from
Who's
that
that?
time till now, what I've noticed is a lot of Brits have been saying that the British boxing scene is in decline. Why? Because too many fights and too many British fighters are being outsourced. Fury, AJ, Hamza Shiraz, so on and so forth. So I don't compare that to now. Like, no, yeah, I see what you're saying. It is true. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, there was a lot more going on in Britain. 5, 6 years later, no, not really. It's not. Hamza's fights have been in the in Saudi or wherever
Saudi.
Turkey wants to use him, wherever Turkey want to use him, and AJ
Egypt.
wherever Turkey want to use him. AJ done been to America. He done been to Saudi. Yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, you need this fight now that it's happening. You need this fight to happen in the UK. Yeah, it would be better, of course. Now, yeah, absolutely, because the UK is dry. Take this fight away, Drew. What else do they have going on?
This weekend's next weekend's big pay-per-view spectacle.
What? It's
A fucking Tom fucking versus a fucking
shout out to Mr. T. Virgil versus Lubin's gate receipt exposed. Boots and Xander both pulled double his attendance without each other. Virgil and Peanut Ricky's failure. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not mad. Before I pass it to Undefeated, that's why I'm not mad they're ignoring him. Because what you want Boots to do is go back into negotiations with you that don't sell nothing, that don't bring nothing. And I know you're going to want half. I know you are like, you're going to drag this out because that's what y'all do with everything. You're going to drag this out. You're going to try to, no, fuck out of here. Go get that belt, Virgil. It's been real, baby. I'm sorry. It's been real. You had time. You've been here for 2 years in this division, and you ain't done shit. Yeah, it's been real, baby. Go ahead, Undefeated.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
AJ Fury.
Oh
Hearn.
yeah. I saw this clip from Dan Canobio, and it's what Drew said. Like 3 years ago, y'all didn't complain about Saudi. So what's the, and I fuck with Eddie, but what's the problem now?
I would say that 3 years ago, like I said, 3 years ago, the UK boxing scene had more going on. 3-4 years later, but really, it's been longer than that. If you're talking about Skills Challenge, remember, Skills Challenge was going to do the fight in between the second Wilder fight and the third Wilder fight. So that was what, 2021, right?
22, 21, 2022.
That was a minute ago, is what I'm saying. And the UK had more going on back then. Yeah, right now they don't got a lot going on, homie. Like, not really, no. So yeah, they want that fight in the UK, and I get it. I think it should be in the UK. Why not?
Same. That fight belongs in the UK. Like, fuck everything. That fight belongs over there. So is this like a money thing, Freddie, or what's up? Like, you want more money?
The other thing I would say is this. If you did it in Saudi, the other reason that you wouldn't complain about it being in Saudi if you were a Brit, you wouldn't complain about it, is it would be happening at a reasonable time for you. They want to do it in America. If you do it in America, that's fucking, what, 3, 4, 5 in the morning in the UK? If you do it in Saudi, the Brits could still watch it at the same time they always watch a boxing match. But if you do it in America, like, so what? Y'all gonna have to break day. So it's not hard to understand. Now, as far as Eddie, like I said, they trying to frame it like it's an ego thing. No, it's a business thing. You embed. This is the reality of it. When you started doing business with all these promoters, there was no Zuffa. But now you're in bed with the competition and you still want access to our fighters. Okay, yesterday's price is not today's price. We're not going to make it easy for you to access our boys and girls anymore because you work with Dana. And like I've been telling Drew, he don't want to hear me. It's cool that Zuffa got a lot of money, but where's that money coming from? Turkey. And is Turkey in good health? No.
The money's coming from Sella.
Okay. How's Live Golf doing, Drew?
That's fine. Until they cut funding, you can't bank on that hypothetical. That's a hypothetical.
Okay.
Can you not? Is it a hypothetical or not? Is there any validity to it?
I'm just saying that when you signing fucking Johnny Fisher and Craig Richards and all right, okay, do your thing.
I'm doing this thing.
I'm gonna watch it just because I'm a boxing fan. But I keep telling you,
what the fuck is that? Who's that?
That's fucking Ignacio. I keep telling you, and you don't want to hear me. It's gonna
who's that?
It's going to boil down to know-how. It always was, because I already seen this. Coming in and buying a bunch of shit, that just shows you don't know what you're doing. How do I know what you're doing? You're paying Johnny Fisher 6 times his highest purse. How is that a good idea? You gave Conor Ben $15 million for Regis Prograis. How is that a good idea? You signed Edgar Berlanga for what? What is he going to do? Hitchens. For what? What is he going to do?
How much did he make for that card he just did for Edgar?
Too fucking much. Because nobody should be paying that dude to fight.
Steven Butler, of all people.
Right? This is what I'm saying. That at the end of the day, the way they spend their money, I know what it looked like right now to a lot of people, but I know that what it looked like to me, y'all don't know what y'all doing. You don't.
It's gonna take time. The way I see it, they're trying to go the Spotify way. For $12.99 a month, you can listen to whatever you want. Because this whole pay-per-view model is dead. That shit is dead.
I agree wholeheartedly about the pay-per-view thing. But look, T.O. just said it this week that their 10-year plan, and if you want to believe him, I take it with a pinch of salt, Undefeated, because of course you're gonna feel bad. Of course you're gonna have an axe to grind, T.O. You wanted money that Shakur getting, and when they didn't offer you that, you got mad. But I'm gonna be your Huckleberry, and I'm gonna go with what you said. You said that their 10-year plan is to phase out the alphabets. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't know how you're gonna do that when you're still relying on the alphabets to give you fighters worth signing. Shiraz is only relevant because he has a belt. Denzel Bentley is only relevant because he has a belt. Hitchens was only mildly relevant because he has a belt. Now you see that he doesn't have a belt. Nobody talks about this guy. So how do you get rid of the alphabets? How do you get rid of the alphabets but manage to produce fights and fighters that are relevant to us? I told you the other day, Undefeated. Why do we want to see Forster versus Navarrete? Because they're two champions. They're two champions at the same weight. The resumes speak for themselves, of course. But what's the relevance of that fight? Why is it good? They're two champions at the same weight. They're two of the best. We have that. So if it's your 10-year plan to get rid of the alphabets while you're still relying on the alphabets to crown champions and give you fighters worth signing, I don't see how you're going to do that. Like, it looks like an oxymoron. You hate the alphabets, but you like their champions? Hamza's not a big draw yet. The biggest appeal of Hamza is that you're the WBO champion now. He has the potential to become a draw. He has the potential. I'll give him that. But without that belt, you're just a guy. You're just a guy. Go ahead, sign Denzel. He already lost 2 fights. Sign Denzel and let him lose that belt and watch how relevant he's not. It's not a great plan. Shout out to the boxing fan. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that. Shout out to Salor. The whole reason that fight isn't in the UK is because Turkey and Netflix have invested a lot of money to make Fury special. The only thing that I've seen that I sort of agree with, is if the fight hasn't happened yet, it is Turkey, and I mean it is Eddie and Frank's fault because you never needed Netflix to do this fight. You never needed Turkey to do this. You didn't need them. You could have did this on your own and it still would have been a whale. But because you guys want that extra money and the fighters want that extra money, it is what it is. I get it. Yeah, you're optimizing your earnings. I get it. But the fact of the matter is, look, it's here and now. And if you as the event coordinator want to do this anywhere other than the UK, I'm sorry, you're a dickhead. You're a dick. You think Americans care about this fight? They don't care about this fight. That's another example of how you don't know what you're doing. You don't. Why would you think Americans care about this fight? Go ahead, Undefeated.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, that's smart. I would
Wow.
do the same thing because didn't you say that they're trying to get rid of Eddie by like 27 or 30?
That's what I heard. I did hear that on very good authority that a
Yeah.
part of that 10-year plan is to get rid of Eddie and Frank.
He wanted
And
to
this is
compete,
perfect. This
right?
is
He
perfect.
undefeated. He wanted to
Yeah,
compete, right?
No,
dry that market, Eddie's gone.
okay, now let me put it to you another way. Let's just say
Yeah.
Turkey gets his way. Let's say Turkey gets his way. It happens in New York, right? You've just spent a fortune on two quasi-retired fighters who are no longer at the top of the sport. From that fortune that you spent, matchroom profits. Yeah, of course. That's their fighter for the length of his career as a boxer. That is their fighter. You gave them money they didn't have to spend. I don't see how you're putting them out of business by doing that. Who you're inconveniencing is not Eddie per se. It's the Boxing fans. They're the ones who are mad that it's not happening in the UK. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones that are most affected by that. But let's say you get everything you want. You do it in New York, whatever, right? Okay, how did that hurt Matchroom? How? You made them money.
But isn't it killing the zone at the same time? Because it'll probably be Paramount, right?
Now, I would say, if you're going to talk about the platform, separate Matchroom from the zone. Then, if you're going to talk about the platform, without Turkey doing anything, the zone is killing the zone more than the zone is killing the zone is killing the zone. That's separate. Like, well, y'all don't stop with this pay-per-view shit. Y'all killing yourself. That's not Turkey. That's not because Turkey or Dana. No, y'all just being fucking dumb. Your shit is too expensive. You putting on too many pay-per-views. You got to crack the whip and say, listen, motherfucker, if you don't do this, you don't fight. So decide. Because you got bills to pay. If you don't do what we want, you don't fight. You want to sit out for a year? We got a year. We got other fighters. We got plenty of other fighters. We're not putting you on pay-per-view. We're not.
I'm waiting for Sam Eggington to be signed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I looked at the guys that Zufasana and Ignacio, and I'm like, let's just say y'all get Shiraz. Brody, I thought Shiraz was going to get beat already. I already thought that. I literally say, yo, Jacob Bank might beat this guy. And this is probably who y'all going to pay, what, $6-7 million, right? Shiraz. Then he got Yanni Beck problems now. Yeah, I think Yanni Beck beats him. And this is the guy you're going to pay whatever you're going to pay. You got Denzel Bentley, who just announced that he's a free agent. He has a WBO middleweight title. What are you going to pay for that guy? Too fucking much. Denzel Bentley, ask a Brit. Don't worry about me. Ask a Brit. That dude is not a draw. The fuck? What y'all going to pay him? So is the only way for you to get B and C tier fighters to pay them A-list money? Okay. We'll see if that works.
Hey, but you know what, man? It's like we said before, Jules. There's a big difference, bro, between what the fuck you want to see and what the fuck makes money. They don't relate, bro. They don't relate. Like what draws and what doesn't, and what we want to see. That don't always go hand in hand, bro. You know that.
It's just that boxing needs to go back to being affordable because it's a lot of Denzel Bentleys in the circuit right now. That's what I'm saying, that you can't treat every fighter like they're an A-lister. And that's what's going on. You got T.O. and Rolly. You got T.O. and Rolly fighting this weekend on pay-per-view. Neither one of them dudes belong on pay-per-view, bro. They no. Like, nah.
Hey,
like,
this is the Jules. If this is the 90s, bro, They ain't on pay-per-view, bro.
Yeah,
They ain't on
that's a Showtime after dark fight, bro.
That's a
Yeah,
boxing after dark fight.
bro. That's a fucking, you know what I mean? Yep. That's an HBO
Yeah.
joint, bro. That's a Friday night fight title.
You got a dude who's coming off a loss this year, and another dude who ain't fighting 15 months. Yeah,
Dude.
let's charge. Yo, that's
Hey,
crazy.
1998, my nigga. 1998. That is a motherfucking ESPN regular cable Friday night fights joint title fight.
No,
it's above that. It's not a Friday night fight.
I don't think so.
On the subject of DAZN, DAZN is crippling DAZN. It's not that Turkey. No. That's y'all being dumb. Y'all flooding the market with pay-per-views of shit that should not be pay-per-views. That's y'all doing that. That's not Dana doing that. That's y'all doing that dumb shit. Y'all need to stop.
What's caused them to do that?
The fighters.
And who's giving the fighters these unrealistic expectations?
Hold on. Because they didn't have unrealistic expectations.
Oh, I know they always had it, but who's responsible for raising the bar again?
I'm just saying that the state of the American market is not because of Turkey. It was already fucked up. The one who fucked up the American the one who fucked up the American market was Al Heyman.
Yes.
Ruiz versus Areola on pay-per-view. Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin on pay-per-view. Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. Like the market, the game is already fucked up.
So you mean that right now DAZN doing the same thing, but just on a larger scale?
Yes. And that's because I'll keep it short. When you introduce $500 million, right, that doesn't exist, that's going to ripple through the market for years because that's what Al did. Why do I say that doesn't exist? You gave Danny Garcia 1.52 mil, right, for his purse. That 2 mil don't exist. You know what exists? $500,000 because that's what that motherfucking fight is worth. When he fight a Roz Salka or Samuel Vargas or Ivan Redkach and you giving him 2 mil, 3 mil, right? That 3 mil doesn't exist. It's going to come up somewhere else. Where did it come up? In other words, where did it backfire? The consequences. Showtime said, yeah, y'all got to get the fuck out of here, bro. Fox said, yo, y'all got to get the fuck out of here, bro. That's how that worked. Because you paying these motherfuckers too much.
Mm-hmm. And they giving Troy Isley $53. And then turn around, you motherfuckers is crazy.
That's what I'm trying to. That's why you always gonna hear me say there's no such thing as a free lunch. That's what I'm talking about. You introduced 500 million or $500 million, whatever, right? That of money that doesn't exist, and you gave it to fighters that didn't deserve it. So a couple of years later, you reaped what you sowed. You gave them money they wasn't worth. They don't want to do nothing. The network looking at you crazy like, how the fuck he want that? Y'all could get that on pay-per-view because we not going to give y'all that. Y'all see if y'all get y'all fans to give y'all that because we not going to give you that. And you see where they at. The state of the American market has everything to do with $500 million that got injected into it that doesn't exist. And it's been rippling through this market for the last decade. More than a decade now, for the last 12 years. That's why everything in America fucked up. Motherfuckers looking at what Danny getting, what Sean getting, what Keith getting, like, yo, they getting 2-3 mil over there. The fuck, right? They want that too. And I told this story already. Then DAZN comes into the market, and they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like, oh shit, that's what they paying these guys? So we got to pay them something similar to get them to come to us. So that's how a Devin Haney get 2-3 mil per fight. That's how a Andre getting money that he not good for. Y'all trying to keep up with the Joneses. The Joneses is the one that fucked up the market, though. You trying to keep up with them. And then Turkey come into it, and then he trying to keep up with y'all. It's like, yeah, it's a snowball. You know? It's a fucking snowball. But like I said, if all you gonna do is sign Craig Richards, I'm not against Zuffa, but I just see through the bullshit. They're like, bro, if all y'all gonna do is sign guys that used to fight at Matchroom or used to fight at Queensbury, I don't see how you gonna take over doing that shit. Like how you go? So you giving it away? You giving a game away that you still relying on what they built to try to build yourself up? Why? Because you don't know how. You don't know how. You signing fucking Johnny Fisher. Meanwhile, Matchroom is scheduling fights for Buglioni and shit. They just signed a young motherfucker, a young fresh and fly motherfucker, while you signing Craig Richards. Craig Spike. Have you seen Craig Richards fight? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I hope they do, because I'm betting on the group that does sports entertainment better.
Bro, you betting on the group that is with the gay MMA shit.
I enjoy it. You don't got to enjoy it. I enjoy it.
That's cool. I just know that shit. Like I said, I'm not seeing a window. Maybe I got to give it another year, maybe another 5, because I'm not.
You got to give it 5. It'd be different if you were in the boardroom seeing their 5-year, 10-year plan. You're just going off. We're all just going off what we see right now.
I'm going off of my general knowledge of the sport as a consumer, which is more important than what you're talking about in the boardroom. Because I'm
no, it's not. Because your general thing as a consumer, look where it's at with the guys that have know-how that you say. Look where it's at with the guys that have been in control with the know-how.
Okay, so is they making money from this stuff?
They're making money, but is the sport thriving?
The sport is thriving because Craig Richards about to fight Kalajic?
I'm asking you a question. Don't do that.
I'm asking a question. You telling
and I'm
me?
telling you, I'm betting you're pivoting.
No. I'm not pivoting. This is on subject. On subject. Do you even know the guy Johnny Fisher's fight?
I don't give a shit.
That's not it's not a question of if you give a shit.
You're going to the direct.
If you talking about the sport thriving, you basically telling me that Zuffa is doing something better than the other guys is doing. So I'm asking you, out of the fights that Zuffa's doing, Craig Richards versus Kalajic, that's the sport thriving?
That's value for dollar compared to what I'm getting this Saturday. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not?
Hold on, bro.
Is it not?
Is
it not,
bro?
Yo, the wild shit, Alex. I don't even think Drew gonna watch that fight. That's
bro. I can't.
Is it not? Is it not? I'll watch the Zuffa card.
From him, bro.
No, because you're being facetious. My whole argument has always been.
No.
Yes,
I'm not being facetious. I'm telling you that. Look, when remember Disrupt Boxing? God, what the fuck was their name? Fucking Pro Bellum. What Zuffa's doing is not that different from what Pro Bellum
did. It is totally different. It is totally different.
Let me help you. What Pro Bellum did, what they're doing that is similar to what Pro Bellum did is Pro Bellum went after every fighter that was not under contract. So they ended up with a stable of like gatekeepers and B-sides. If you wasn't with the major guys, then you was with Pro Bellum. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Now, granted that TKO is a better run operation with more resources. But what does that mean? Yo, dog, y'all paid Conor Ben a fortune so that the Golden Boy guy could come knock him out.
Who paid Conor Ben? TKO or Sella?
Turkey.
So that doesn't affect the TKO brand. Okay, that doesn't affect their share price, which is always been my position.
Okay, so how does that? So explain it to me. If Ryan and Conor fight, well, not if, when. If Conor Ben gets knocked out, how does that help Zuffa?
If it's a success based on the metrics, it helps their relationship with Paramount. Okay, we want to do an event like this again. We'll give you more money. We'll give you more dates.
But you just said that they're not using their money for none of that.
They're not using no money. I'm saying Paramount sees a success. They're going to want to do something.
Okay.
You asked him. You don't think they're going to be happy with the metrics?
Hey, bro, so fucking good, bro.
It is great because you keep attributing Zuffa and TKO like there's TKO is getting nothing but profit.
I'm just
from
telling
this endeavor.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Drew, but I wonder if you have a Zuffa tattoo on you.
I have TK. I have TKO shares.
And what I was gonna say was, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do like the card they have on the calendar that I think is gonna do good I do think they're gonna do great metrics for Connor and Ryan. I do think that. But you talking about that Craig Richards fight? Brody Brits don't get out of bed for that one. Nah. Johnny Fisher versus who the fuck? Yeah, I ain't getting out of bed for that one neither. And I'm not hating. I'm gonna watch all that shit. I am because I'm a junkie. But I'm saying that you don't actually think they doing good with these fights, do you? Like you don't
Good in the
actually
good in the sense of what?
that you're drawing eyes to the platform.
No,
With
it's
those
less about
fights.
drawing eyes. If is that going to draw on Sky? It'll draw decent, maybe decent.
I
I bet you. Do you think more?
don't
Do you
know.
think more people in Sky will watch
Ask a
shit than
Brit.
watch fucking
Ask,
Zepeda and fucking and motherfucking who fought? Who did Zepeda
ask a
fight again?
Brit.
Roach.
Ask a Brit. I don't know how. I don't. Craig Richards all by himself is like watching grass grow. Like that. I've been seeing Craig Richards for the last 7 years, though. Like,
And
Craig
what this
Spider
is
Richards.
similar. You remember the MMA? This is similar to when the UFC bought Pride. They had to overpay and overpay till they cornered the market.
Yeah, but that was a
But there's
fledgling.
one big difference, though, Drew. By them buying Pride, they bought guys who were legitimate stars that people
Of
recognize.
course, but who's a
There are no
legitimate star in
legitimate stars that
boxing?
they're buying.
Yeah, for me, the biggest difference is you can't keep using parallels from when they developed a fledgling sport because this is not a fledgling sport.
It's
You
not.
didn't. You know this is a This is a new sport.
No, is it not fledgling? The based on
No, it's not
fucking
a.
Paulie
No, it's not
Malignaggi and
a.
everybody, it's
Bro, no, it's
fledgling.
not a. No. It's not. Fledgling doesn't mean floundering. Fledgling means new. That it's just starting out.
Like it's growing. It's just now growing. Fledgling is young.
Boxing is not a fledgling. Boxing is established. There's established economics,
It's a
established
staple.
patterns,
Boxing is
established
staple. It's a staple.
demographics. It's a staple. It's not a fledgling sport. When they get into mixed martial arts, it was a fledgling sport. It was new. So a lot of stuff you learning as you go and you building as you go. That is not the situation with this. I'm just telling you, it's cool. I'm happy. I'm happy. Y'all the ones that's doing Garcia versus Ben because I don't think that shit pay-per-view worthy anyway. Like, yeah, fuck that shit.
Hey,
Fuck that
what do
shit.
you guys think
But
Garcia Ben does though on Paramount? How many eyeballs?
4 or 5 million.
yeah, at least 4 or 5. That's a good modest. I think it'll do more than that. I would put it in the neighborhood of 10 because you
Well,
got
add the Sky
Brits.
too.
Yeah. Because you got Brits that's gonna watch it, and like a lot of people have Paramount. 79 million. They have a lot of people. So I think you could get 10 million people. All right, I think you could get 6 to watch it on Paramount. The rest will watch it on Sky. And when you add it all up, I do think it'll be like 10, something like that. I think it'll do that. That's not a bad number. But I'm just saying that I don't think you taking over because you made a fight where your guy got knocked out. Now, if Connor win, let's see. If Connor wins, then we got to come back to that conversation. But I don't have Connor winning that fight. I think you about to get knocked out. That's what I think.
Yeah, Jules, I think the biggest thing with Zuffa, in order for them to be considered a successful company, it's going to take a cycle or two of them signing and developing guys and then seeing if they can turn them into stars. But if they can't do that, then they'll just be like everyone else who tried to get into the game and then eventually faded away.
Ignacio, when is the next Olympics? The LA Olympics? What is that?
The 28.
28.
I don't think. I just don't. I don't really think because if you notice, Matchroom is cleaning house. They know to do this, and they know to do this because they've been doing this. You see, by Sky, by Craig Richards, by Johnny, right? And they just signed the guy. They're getting ready. Like what they did with the girls is the perfect example. They trucked them like, here, MVP, you could use them. Why? We still using girls on our shows, by the way. We still got a bunch of girls we're using on our shows, but we got to make room for the new ones. The Olympics is right around the corner. We can't keep helping y'all out and carrying y'all around. We got to make room for the newbies. And I just don't feel you signing Craig Richards and these guys, like, yeah, you ain't going to do nothing with that. Until I see you signing Olympians and blue chip prospects, that'll give me a better idea of what you do and don't know how to do. Because like I said, signing Craig Richards, give me a break, bro.
The thing
Fuck is you?
about that though,
I trust
Dana
Tom
doesn't know how to
Loeffler.
do. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ignacio.
I'm just saying I trust Tom Loeffler. Oh, I can't hear
No,
Ignacio.
look, I would think the thing that Dana doesn't know how is to do that, signing people, because MMA they ain't got no fucking Olympics. There's there's a lot of other shit like boxing, karate, and all that, but not that. So he doesn't know how to, like you're saying, you gotta get someone from the Olympics and build them. He don't know how to do that. He signs all these people from other shit like regional shit.
All you could do is wait for contracts to expire, right? This is literally what they're doing. You wait for the contract to expire. You see what Frank is willing to pay for a guy, or Eddie is willing to pay for a guy, right? And then you offer them more than that. Okay, I seen that shit already. Ben Shalom did that dumb shit. Look at him now, right? PBC was doing that dumb shit. Ben did that dumb shit. That's not a plan, bro. That's not like, yeah, all you doing is overpaying, pretty much. And you could afford to. You could afford to because, well, you're not using TKO money. You're using Turkey money. I'm just telling you what I've been said. Yo, Turkey ain't going to be around forever. Remember, 2 years ago, the question was, how long is Turkey going to keep doing this shit? What I said, enjoy it while it lasts. Nothing does, but enjoy it while it lasts. Eventually, he going to move on. And motherfuckers acting like he won't move on from Zuffa. Like, yeah, he ain't gonna keep doing that shit.
Or not even him. Not even him. Not even him. The PIF might say to move on. They might scrap all this funding that they want to do till 2030.
Just saying. I don't see a solid
when I see the roster of Zuffa, I see like it kind of reminds me of the PFL roster. They ain't got nobody like that. It reminds me of the PFL. Like Zuffa got the PFL roster, and you know me, I love the UFC.
Yo, for real.
And I love Zuffa, but
no, but that's a great, but that is a great parallel. That like, yeah, y'all got the super seniors and the dudes that got left back. That's what y'all got. Yep. Craig Richards. Until I see you signing fresh faces, maybe the saving grace for Drew. They are signing unbeaten fighters, though. They have a few. They have a few unbeaten fighters that they're signing. How good they are, we have to see. And then that's really what's going to test your ability to not just develop a fighter, because developing a fighter is one thing. Developing a draw is another. Rigo is a great example of a great fighter who couldn't draw flies to shit. Right? Like, he was a great fighter at super bantamweight, but nobody gave a shit. Nobody fucking cared. So you gotta show me that you know how to develop these fighters, which really is a skill, and turn them into a draw. Because if the idea is that in the next 7 to 10 years, you're gonna monopolize boxing, I'm telling you, I don't believe you. I don't. This business is too wild. This industry is too fucking wild and stupid for any one person to dominate it. It's inherent. This business is inherently chaotic. You know how fucking chaotic it was for AJ to go in there with Ruiz and get knocked out like that? Fucked up a lot of paper. But that's this industry. Like, yeah, this industry, anything could happen at any moment that'll fuck your shit up. Anything could happen.
I'm determining success by the end of this Paramount deal. It's a 5-year deal, $100 million a year. At the end of that deal, if they get a bigger deal, is that not successful?
I mean, what's the goal? If the goal is to monopolize boxing in 10 years, I ain't gonna move on from that. Like, nah, that's what you're trying to do, right?
That's the goal to the public. The goal is for my TKO shares to keep going up, which I've always said. Which I've said from day fucking one.
No, your dick just got small. Shut up. Your dick just got small.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, your dick just got small. Because you just
go through my Twitter. It's always been my TKO shares are happy.
The goal was, I thought the goal was, yo, we running everybody out of here.
If
that's the goal, we gonna see 10 years if they still here. You failed.
So the public goal is the same as the behind the scenes closed boardroom goal. Is that the same,
bro? What are you talking about? Like, what are
because
you're
forgetting that the promoters, of course, they're gonna blow V8 to the public. Doesn't mean that what they say in public is what they really want to do in private.
Bro,
you know that,
bro. I'm saying if the goal is, and like I said, It was told to me in confidence. This is not public. What was told to me was not public. I shouldn't have even repeated it because it was said. And it's a good thing I didn't, because if I had, then it would have given a lot of shit away. But what was said to me was that a part of the 10-year goal is to run the alphabets out of boxing. That's not necessarily public. That didn't come from Dana. So I'm just saying that if it's your goal to monopolize this sport in a decade's time, if you do anything other than that, you failed.
And I am confident in betting in Ari Emanuel, the small hat.
Okay.
He hasn't failed yet.
Okay.
So we'll revisit that at the end of the deal.
Okay.
Anything else? Anything else?
Enjoy Kalajic versus
enjoy the pay-per-view this Sunday that everybody's gonna pay for.
I will. I'm not, but I will. I'm not paying for that motherfucker.
Did you see any of the clips of T.O. and T.O. Senior? They're fucking T.O. Junior wanted to cry. Dad, just hug me. You see it all over his face.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a but them dudes is not right in the head. Like, my favorite thing was when Senior was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, that's my favorite shit. he was wilding like, "Fuck yeah!" I had to clip that shit.
The best thing that's happened this year, though, fellas, we haven't had a Devin Haney fight. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, he hasn't fought.
No.
He hasn't fought this year, right?
Bro, I was about to say, why you gotta remind us of him, bro? Like, what the fuck? We were good.
Who was it? What's the fight they said? They said they want to make Keyshawn versus Jack Catterall. I like that fight. Yeah. Bam in a unification match, which we already knew that.
Yeah.
Garcia versus Miller. I really like that fight. I really like that fight.
And that's bullshit, Jules. I didn't believe Eddie said that, because didn't they say he can't promote on a different platform?
I mean,
what he said was that those fights, they told us we want them fights. It's not us telling them that it has to be this way or we won't do it. They told us that they want matchroom fighters on the show. That's what he was saying, because I just seen the shit, the IFL shit. And what he's saying is, them fights, that's not an ultimatum that we giving them. That's they wanted that. They want our guys on that show. It's like, oh, all right, cool in the game, right? But as far as what specifically they want, what I heard him say was, nobody knows that. That's between them. That shit Rick Glacier talking about. And the other thing is, who gonna believe it from Rick, dog? Rick,
Nobody.
Fucking Oscar's Chihuahua, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Oscar's been very quiet lately too. No clapback Thursdays.
Oscar don't got nothing to talk about. What are you gonna talk about?
Yeah,
how they took your golden goose? What you got to talk about, Oscar?
Or his 60-40 offer for that fight? Like, sit your ass down. Man. Shut up.
Yeah, like you want to talk about Virgil
like
Ortiz?
You hold cards and shit.
Virgil Ortiz versus Charlo. That's what you got to talk about, bro.
How did they go from Keyshawn and Bylaws Norman to Cataract?
Yeah.
Because Catterall don't got nothing to do, right? Catterall was trying to get Devin. Catterall don't got nothing to do. Keyshawn needs a fight that's gonna put him in line to do some shit. So it's a beautiful thing, because look, if he beat Catterall, which I think he will, he gets the winner of this weekend's fight. That's for a WBA Reggie. That shit with Catterall, that's for mandatory status with the BA. So that lines him up for T.O., which I'm like, okay, I'll take that.
Hold on.
But he's still gonna want more than three. He's gonna want more than $3 million for T.O.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
hold on. Hey, I thought about this one, bro. Catterall is not a guaranteed W, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro.
Nah, you bugging, homie.
This dude is gonna be a fucking weirdo for him, bro.
Yo, dog, I'm telling you, yo, chill out, because Arnold Barboza
ain't gonna look good. No, I think he's gonna
Arnold Barboza beat that dude, so chill out, bro.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, it ain't gonna look good, bro.
And then T.O. fucking Keyshawn as a pay-per-view. Boss. Thank you, DAZN.
No, but I'd rather that than I would rather that than this weekend shit because I think Keyshawn will knock out T.O. So I'm like, all right, I'll take that. Rolly, like I said, you can't convince me that Rolly is a good fighter, let alone a pay-per-view guy. Like, nah, that guy don't belong on no fucking pay-per-view.
Bro, I was
Y'all
watching the
bugging.
conference. Hey, Jules, I was watching the press conference and I was looking at the screen and my brain went, I can't believe this nigga's a champ. Like, I'm really watching this nigga with a belt. Like, what
I'm
the fuck is
rocking.
going
Who's
on?
your picks? I'm rocking with Big
I was about
Rolo.
to say, I came in
Nah, I
late.
got
Did we
T.O.
get picks for Saturday yet?
I got Big Rolo. He's fucking more bitches. He's more calm. Other dude got daddy issues. They haven't gotten over the Shakur loss. They're fucking nut
I'm
jobs.
taking the psychological
You
Rolly.
see it all over their face.
I got T.O., bro. I got T.O.
No, I got
Big
T.O.
Rolo.
Yeah, I got
I got
T.O.
T.O.
I don't think Rolly gonna do nothing.
Nah,
I think he might get a knockdown.
bro.
He might get I can see Rolly getting a knockdown, like a flash knockdown, but I think he gonna lose a decision. I think he gonna lose a decision.
And he don't even care.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think
That's
Who's the
how
house
you know
fighter?
Rolly,
good.
that's how
I
you
think
know
it's a-
Rolly winner. That's how you know Rolly's a winner. He's fucking all these bitches and he'll have no kids. Fucking all these bitches.
Bro, that's winning right
Now,
there.
who's the house fighter though?
Those are real
Rolly or
Rolly.
Tio? Because he's
Rolly.
DAZN's paying it. Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. But I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
look, I ain't worried about that because Shock beat fucking Fulton. And who was the house fighter? Fulton. That's a PBC show.
Yep.
And he motherfucking lost. So I ain't worried about that shit. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Alex, take it away.
All right. So I actually, it's rare, but I see this fight. I can see the whole play out. Rounds 1 through 4, right? And the first round opens up. Rolly takes it. He's busier. He looks like he's landing more. 2 to 4, right? They start to get into some exchanges. After 4 rounds, Rolly's up 3-1 or it's 2-2, right? Depending on who the judge is, who's judging. After 4, Rolly starts missing. The counters start landing. And Rolly's no longer pushing forward. Now he's backing up. And then by like 9 or 10, the ref stops it. T.O. wins. Just remember, y'all, I said this. Remember, I said it just like that.
Yeah, we'll remember. But you know what? If Rolly ever actually somehow pulls this off, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Dude, I'll laugh my ass off with you, brother. But I'm telling you,
I'm
like,
not laughing at
Just
you.
be logical for a second, Alex. Who's the more confident, calm fighter right now out of both of them?
I mean, see,
Rolly.
that's a psychological thing. Like, they look.
Is it not psycho? Okay, who's got the better corner?
Rolly.
Rolly has a more experienced corner.
Rolly does like.
Who's got the better corner? Who's had other champions?
I think Rolly does, man.
But I mean,
You're only as good as your last fight. Who looked better?
You,
who looked better their last fight?
they had different opponents.
It does. It's still that plays into. That's what I'm saying. Who's going into this fight more confident?
Listen. I'm not going to argue. If you favor Rolly and you have your reasons for winning, I won't argue. I'm just telling you the way I think it's going to play out.
And what happens, fellas? What happens historically every time we put pressure on T.O. when he's expected to be the favorite like this and not the underdog? What happens?
You mean what happens historically when we all put T.O. to doubt and write him?
No, we're not doubting him right now. He's the favorite.
No, you're doubting him.
I'm saying no. When he's the favorite and everyone's expecting him to win, what happens?
He doesn't always lose.
He lays eggs though. He gets distracted. He has those Sandor Martin performances, them Steve Claggett's, the Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah, he ends up not looking. So
I mean, are you gonna like if he's still fighting 5 years from now and he's still winning? You gonna reach back and say that shit before a fight?
Winning how? How you win matters.
Here's the thing. I don't believe that what happened in the past, especially when you're still in your youth and you're not old yet. Like I can't stand the whole. Well, 3 years ago, how he looked. 2 years ago, how. Listen, man. Like I'm looking at their styles. I'm looking at their history they have together, and I see T.O. winning the fight by stoppage.
Okay, and
Mr.
so this
T
is not the
point. He says T.O. has a crackhead in his corner.
Exactly, crackhead alcoholic. I'm just wondering, Alex.
No, if it came, listen now. You know what? Look,
I know what I'm saying is just when do you see this finally blowing up?
Even keeled and they're on par with each other, and it comes down to the trainers, and they're both listening to their trainers in a perfect world.
I'll
say yes, Rolly has a better trainer. He has got a better chance. But
you gotta knock him out, bro.
you know how many dudes people go up against, and they got a way better trainer, and they still get their asses handed to them. Come on, bro.
All I'm saying is there's going to come a time when that shit finally blows up in their face, and it did partially this last fight with Shakur, where Tio's still complaining that, Dad, you're not admitting that you were wrong. Like, he's still, like, these daddy issues are getting more accelerated and compounded each fight with them.
See, I don't know. I don't see daddy issues. I just see, I see him
You
like I saw fucking Danny Garcia. He
How
just
do
lets
you
his dad
not
run
see
his mouth.
daddy
He's like,
issues?
How do you not see daddy issues, bro?
He just lets him run his
That's what
mouth.
I want to know. How do you not see the daddy issues there, man?
Daddy issues is when your dad's never in your life, bro.
No, there's daddy issues with your dad in your life, too.
Your dad been in your life your whole life.
Your dad could be in your life and be a piece of shit. You still
Exactly.
daddy.
Well, I mean, my dad.
Yeah, but they,
he'd
you
be
know,
a
no,
world
yeah, but
champion
they not
boxer,
really,
so
yeah, but they
no
not
better than
really
me.
daddy issues if you know your dad. You know what I mean? Like, I never heard
That's what I'm
somebody
trying to
say
say.
I
Like,
got.
he
I
just
never heard
lets his
somebody
dad
say got
talk.
daddy issues. They got daddy issues because they know they dad. You hear daddy issues when they don't know they dad. So they
Rules,
like.
that's what I'm trying to tell these niggas, bro.
They
I'm like,
looking
listen,
for their dad. They looking for their dad in the bottle. They looking for their
So
dad in the
wait,
dildo.
but you
Like,
guys
like,
are you guys
I'm like,
saying
here's
that
what I
his
told him. I
dad
said,
has never done
Tio
no damage
reminds me of
to
Danny
him?
Garcia. He
Are
knows
you
his dad's out of
saying that?
line, and he
Are
just
you
lets him
saying
Danny
that
talk.
Tio's
no,
dad
no.
never
What I'm saying,
did
country.
damage
What
to
I'm
Tio?
saying, country. I'm saying that Tia don't have daddy issues. His dad is the issue. His issue is he has his dad, but that's
Yeah.
not the same as daddy
Big
issues.
difference. Yes, that would be a
Yeah,
good
it's
way to
not the
put it.
same. Daddy issues is the slutty girl that sluts herself. Like that's daddy issues.
All right,
like
he's
shit
got
like
daddy
that.
issues in reverse.
No,
Then
males
let's
can have
leave it
daddy
at that.
issues, too. He has them. His dad's a crackhead. He's a crack baby.
No, it's a
He's
difference.
supporting his dad.
It's a
He's
difference
still
between your dad being an issue. Your
Bro,
dad is
Tyson
the
had
issue.
no parents. Fucking none. Zero. Orphan. Look what he did. So miss me
Who?
with that shit.
Who?
Tyson. He had no parents. He was an orphan.
Well, Tyson got lucky, Alex. Let's be real.
Lucky.
If
Okay,
it wasn't for Customato saving him, he'd probably be dead or,
maybe if it wasn't for
you know.
Tio's fucking parents and his family, he'd be fucking gone and lost somewhere. You don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, his father is a piece of crap.
Sure,
And
that's
he's had
fine.
to deal
This
with
is
the
what-
fact that his father's a piece of crap.
and his
brother,
father
And so in
also
order for
steals
him,
his limelight.
in
too.
order for him to
Sometimes,
ever be rid of the issues that he has, that dude needs to go to therapy and he
That's
needs to cut
fine,
off
but that's
contact
what I'm
with his
saying. Listen,
father.
that's fine, but you're assuming his shit talking translates into how he trains his son. What I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, he reminds me of Danny Garcia Tio. He's like, man, look, I know my dad out of line. This motherfucker be talking out the side of his neck, but you know what? He's a grown
They're
man.
nowhere even
I'm gonna
close,
let him
bro.
say what
No.
You ever notice? Let me see something. You ever notice whenever fucking Lopez Senior runs his mouth? You notice you never see Teofimo fucking cop and fucking co-signing anything for him. He never does. He just lets him
What
talk,
I
and then he
noticed,
does this thing.
what I noticed, that's what I was going to say. What I noticed is when seniors start talking, Tio don't say nothing. That whenever they together, the father is the star. Like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how T.
Sure.
Like Tio, you the star, but you letting him be the star. Like fuck it, bro. Yo, the funny shit is Rolly said that shit. I think Rolly watched.
I was dying when Rolly said that.
Because at the press cup, hit him, bro. It's like, yo.
Let me remind you guys. Let me remind
Hey,
you
but
guys
he
of
don't
that
co-sign
picture where
shit, he
Tio
don't
won that
piggyback, he
fight
don't
and his
dovetail.
dad standing in front of him and he's like got his arms
Put
in
up the
air
picture, Jules.
yelling,
Put up the
and
picture. Put it up. Put it up.
Yo,
he cut Tio off.
Rolly say you ran the Zulfa and they ain't want you. That's why you back here now. I was like, oh shit.
He was right.
That's yo, but it's true though. It's true.
Yeah, look, man. I mean, look. He's
Case in
If they would
point.
have offered him, what they offered Shakur, he would be there right now. Like, yeah, that's facts.
You know what I'm
though.
saying?
That's facts for your ass. Like, they
Yeah,
would've offered
Alex,
you
like
what
his
they
dad
offered
just
him,
embarrasses
right now.
him. I don't know if
I
you watched
agree,
it.
bro. Teofimo Senior's out of line, bro. He's way out of line.
Even on the Rick Reno, he's like, you guys don't know how long he was sleeping in my bed like a little boy. Like, he's like, Dad, don't say that. Like
Yo, that's
he's got
crazy.
issue. He got daddy. He got
Yo,
fundamental
that's
parent. Okay,
fucking
I'll say it like
crazy.
this. He got parental issues from both his mom and his
I think a
dad.
bigger concern, if we're going to discuss the outcome of this fight, isn't his father. Has nothing. I think it's the relationship they have with each other as fighters and their history. Like when they get in the ring, it ain't going to be strangers. Like you got two dudes who grew up and they're cool with each other. They done sparred plenty of times, came up in the amateurs together. fought each like so. It's very psychological between the two of them. You know what I mean? Like, so that's an interesting aspect for this fight, man. But
You're right.
Yeah, like I'm not caught up on the pleasantries because when the bell ring, T.O. Senior ain't gonna be in the ring. Ishmael not gonna be in the ring. It's gonna be Rolly and T.O. It's down to them, and I'm like, I'm sorry, homie, but
yes, that's what I said earlier.
I still think you suck, bro. I still think you suck. Like you beat Ryan off the pads. Congratulations, but I don't think you like that. I don't think you like that. What Tim Bradley said is what resonated with me the most. So like, look, T.O. has his drawbacks, but he can fight, and he is a better fighter than Rolly. Like, yeah, come on now, come on now. Like, yeah, he better than Rolly. Come on now.
Yeah, that's how
I ain't worried about it.
I don't know why people look at me like I'm crazy, man.
I ain't worried about that shit, man. You know, T.O. is a solid B-level fighter. Rolly is a solid C-level fighter. Ryan is somewhere in between. That's why he lost. But, you know, I ain't worried about that shit. T.O. gonna win that shit. For better or worse, T.O.'s gonna win that shit. It's just that after that, you kind of in the shit. If they make that Keyshawn Davis and Catterall fight, you're gonna have to deal with Keyshawn after that. If you can't get Ryan and you don't do nothing with Devin, yeah, you're gonna have to get Keyshawn after that. Meanwhile, George Cambodia, he about to fight Liam Bottle. That's they saying. Get his ass beat by him.
Hey, was y'all live? Hey, was y'all live for that Clarissa Shields fight?
Yeah, I was, man.
Bro, what y'all think about that shit? The stoppage.
I mean, that shit. What, the stoppage of Kay Scott? Nah, they was right to stop it. She was out on her feet. She was out on her feet. You know, but that is just that's another Pilates instructor. Like, come on, dude.
The towel lands on her shoulder.
I was just saying, I watched the fight, and then when I watched the fight, I was like, that's legit. Yeah, she was out on her feet. I agree. And then I watched somebody play a clip in slow-mo that last exchange after she got up. And it shows Clarissa throw 7 punches. Dude, slow-mo, counts everyone. And you could see him glance off the glove, miss, glance off the glove. Miss. She missed 7 punches straight. And then Scott catches her with a left hand, and then the ref breaks it up. I was like, yo, in real time? It didn't look like that to me. It looked like she was getting pummeled.
Yeah, but the ref. The thing is, the ref is making the call off of what's going because the ref don't got replay. He sees she throwing a whole heap of punches. He thinking that she beating her, and that's how a lot of Shields fights is too. That she'll throw a lot of shit. A lot of that shit really won't get in,
bro.
Because she throwing a lot of shit.
Went back, Jules, to make sure I wasn't crazy. I went back and watched the live again. Went right to that round when they stopped it, and I saw again. I'm like, she's fucking this bitch up. Went back to the slow-mo. She missed every punch and got caught with a left. I walked back to the fucking. I'm like, yo. So I get it from that ref perspective. I was like, it looked like she getting fucked up, bro. Even worse. But nah.
Shout out to Mr. Chicken Movies. Shout out to Mr. Chicken Movies. What I think is karma bit her on the ass. You was talking all that cash shit to Alicia. Now look at you. No belt. Got beat by some broad. That's what you get. Talking that shit. Releasing that sparring footage. That's what you get. Now, how you feel now? You still want to fight now? Still want to talk shit now? I don't think so.
To that jerk off in the comments, Don Juan. I know my daddy and I love my daddy. All right, my dad's an OG. There's no daddy issues here, jerk off.
Shout out to Anthony Ware. Liam Buttle versus Camboso should be part of a Tim Zoo card in Australia. Tim and George don't get along, bro. I mean, I'm just saying that I don't see them. I don't see those two guys. We'll see, right? Because it's the same promotion. But I remember they was beefing with each other. I remember that. George was talking shit. You won't offend your daddy.
George Cambosis. I want to see him just as much as I want to see Johnny Fisher. The
fuck? Hey, who has made more money with fucking less than Cambosis the last 10 years?
All right, that motherfucker played the hand he was dealt, bro, and he capitalized. But he's gonna get his ass beat.
Game, man.
He's gonna get beat the fuck up. Like, yeah, you don't belong nowhere near the welterweight division. You shit. Liam is small for this division. You smaller than him. But go ahead.
Jules has seen it.
Right. Liam can fight though. That's the thing.
Yeah, Liam can. Yeah, he can fight.
Herb. I don't know if you're on. I don't know if you're on Twitter, Herb. But y'all, Kelly Rowland been dropping some heat the last week. Man,
Yeah, I seen that shit. That
she finding
chocolate
shit,
ass.
yo.
I seen that chocolate ass. I was like, ooh. I always liked the.
Hey,
I
how old
like.
is she now? She like our
Yeah,
age, right? She in her
she's
40s?
like all right. She's
Yeah.
like 43, something like that. She's
Right?
like our age.
41, 43, yeah, something like that.
Okay, she getting her Holly Berry on.
Nah, she look good, yo.
I always thought like Beyonce looked like a boring fuck, bro. That bitch give off wild start. Like she ain't gonna suck no dick. She ain't gonna put it in her ass. Like go home, bitch.
Hey, she look like one of them starfish. Hey, she look like one of them starfish
Fuck
motherfuckers.
out
You know
of
what I mean?
here.
She one of them starfish bitches and shit.
Fucking Kelly she looked like she let you put it in her ass. And like, yeah, she put it in her ass. Shout out to Kelly Rowland, bro. But shit, man.
Oh my
You
God.
know what I'm saying? Imagine a motherfucker just.
Hey, I don't know, bro. Beyonce done been to Epstein Island, so she be down for whatever. Who knows, bro?
She don't look. It's hard to imagine Beyonce with a dick in her mouth. I'm being real. Like, she don't look like she sucked no goddamn dick. Or she'll do it, but she won't enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like
she terrible at it.
Yeah, like she be whack at the shit, doing. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking stick. Like, you know,
She's the type of bitch, Jules, that would come and then just roll over.
Yeah.
Hey, you like, man, the bitch, leave me alone. I'll roll one out. Get the fuck out of here. I'll do it myself.
Whack bitch. Like, get out of here, man. Like, I'd rather fuck fucking Kelly or some shit. Even the church bitch, the Michelle bitch. Yeah, because you need inhibition. Yeah, like you need inhibitions for the shit to be nice. Like, nah, Beyonce just gonna sit there like a plain old motherfucking like an ironing board. Like, yeah, get out of here, bitch.
And that's a testament to like a bra could be fine, but that don't mean you have sex appeal.
Yeah, like you could be pretty and not have sex appeal.
That's why you like them medium to ugly skunkas, huh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why Jules finds hoes like Ice Spice to be somewhat fucking attractive.
Yeah, because not every pretty bitch is worth the trouble is what you end up learning. Like, yeah, it's a lot of pretty bitches out there, but they make for a whack fuck. And it's a lot of medium.
As a wise man once said, Jules, the hotter she is, the fucking crazier she is.
And it's a lot of medium ugly bitches that like they make for an amazing fuck. It's a lot of medium ugly bitches that give an amazing fuck. So
Hey, shout out to the medium rare hoes.
Oh, Ignacio, Jules would love these chola skunkas in the projects out here.
I know. That's why I was like, when you fucking tagged him in that post, I was like, yeah, that's because Jules ain't never had no hood rat.
Nah, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. All I had was hood rat stuff.
No. Mexican hood rat.
Fire escapes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's talking about the Mexican hood rats, Jules, that'll let you put it in their butt and in their mouth.
Speaking of bitches, though, who seen the new shit where these stupid?
What the fuck was that?
Who seen the stupid shit where these dumb bitches is fucking throwing ice at the bathtub? Like, what the fuck is the matter with these bitches? Like,
because they're postpartum.
Listen, I'm not playing that post. Bitch, you just mad to be mad. Y'all bitches find shit to be mad about it. I'm sorry, like, I don't buy into that postpartum nothing, bitch. You just looking for something.
No, did you see them, Jules? They're protesting for this woman that admitted to strangling her 3 kids.
Yeah, the Clancy bitch. But see, now listen. Little by little, they letting you know these bitches is evil. Like, yeah, these bitches is evil, bro. Eve ate that. It's not hard to believe Eve ate that fucking apple, bro. I'm just saying, like, that's not hard to believe.
No
it's
shit,
in the Bible.
man.
It's in the
But what's even worse, fellas, like you go on TikTok, there's women right now cradling their babies and saying that Casey Lindsay, they could have been me. I'm here for you, girl. And while they're holding their fucking baby. They're fucking nuts.
Bro, here's something crazier. Hey, they started a GoFundMe for her defense shit. She's already at 900 G's, bro.
Yeah, because
I hope they fucking pull the plug on that shit.
Strangled 3 children to death, bro. And bitches are throwing money to support her. Are you
these bitches is evil, bro.
Shit,
hey, Jules. It's DSA bitches. It's Democratic Socialist bitches. That's what it is.
And meanwhile, did you hear the other one, Alex? There's another girl that's getting sued. She was a surrogate, and the people that paid her to have the baby, they found out like the baby could have a genetic defect, and they wanted her to abort it. She's like, "Fuck you! I don't believe in that." So she moved to Texas, had the baby. They took the baby back, and now they're suing her for $100,000.
Wow. Oh wow.
bro.
I'm just saying these bitches,
Ugh.
motherfucker told motherfuckers these bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, man. Like all these bitches want to do is suck dick and find God when they're 40. So let them. Don't get these bitches
They
pregnant,
want to do
bro.
OnlyFans until they're 38 and then find
Yeah.
God and be straight. They fuck out of here.
They want to suck dick and put in their ass till they 40, and then when they hit that, well, oh God, oh Jesus, I am
They
a
want to spend
child.
20 years. They
Yep.
want to spend 20 years putting their butthole on the internet and then trying to be like, God forgive me. Shut the
And
fuck
generally, when they hit the wall, they're bitter as fuck too. On top of it all,
For real. Like, men ain't shit. No, the men you fucked with ain't shit, you bitch. That's what happened. That's your fucking fault.
yeah, you picked the
Fucking
wrong
bitch.
motherfucker and then blame it on the rest of us.
What's
You
that?
know?
Brittany Renner, bro. Brittany Renner.
She hit the wall fast, bro. She hit
But
that
now
shit.
she's
She's
all
only
Christian.
34. No,
Damn, that's
she what was
crazy.
she? Wasn't she like a Muslim for a minute? Did she do the Muslim
Yeah,
thing for a
yeah.
minute?
She
Can't
34 and
Muslim.
she hit the wall, but I still smash her.
She's a
No,
dick.
you know
She
what the shit. You know what the shit is. For me, for me. I guess what I detest about the shit is, bitch. You only doing that because you cute, and you don't understand. You're not gonna be cute forever. It's gonna always be another 21-year-old bitch. While you turning 30,
Yep.
it's always gonna be another 21-year-old bitch.
Jules. Yeah.
And before you know it, like
Oh,
Brittany don't like you don't look how you did 4 years ago, Brittany. You really don't. Like you look
No. Like,
you
Brittany,
look like
you 43 like us, dog. Calm down.
well, she 34, which makes it
She
worse.
thought she
Oh,
looked.
hey, you get to smash one. Brittany Renner or that other
Oh,
bitch you
Brittany
like
Renner. Oh, okay, never mind.
no, Brittany Renner or fuck. I forgot who the
Christian
fuck.
Rock.
You know who? You know who I want to
Yeah.
smash right now?
Christian Rock.
Out of those two,
She was
yo,
Brittany.
Drew, he asking me the question, Drew.
Yeah.
Out of those two, that's an easy one. Brittany.
Okay.
Out of those, like that's an easy
Yeah.
one. Out of those two, like yeah.
I don't see
Man, I
what
remember
you
these
see.
couple of dudes were saying that Brittany was like, she's to the point where she's kind of rough. You look like you got to smack her around a bit just to keep her in check.
Joseph
You
said
know.
he'd rather do Brittany Grinder.
Oh that
Yo.
boy like to
Shout out to
Hey, you
maintain
know
Joseph.
who? But tell me if I'm wrong. You know who looks probably like a great fuck? The viral white girl that's coked out on Twitter going viral. That bitch. Have you guys seen her?
Oh, I see the Jodie
nah.
Foster
Yeah, she
looking.
looks
I
like a
seen the
whore.
Jodie Foster. I seen the Jodie Foster looking
Yo,
bitch.
She
yo,
probably suck a
not
mean dick.
not for nothing. Last time I said I would smash Darcy, bro. She looked like back in the '90s. She had that thing on her, that fire.
Yo, listen,
Peggy,
if you want to
Peggy
see,
too.
go watch Fright Night, the first one. She was in that shit when she
Fright
was
Night.
young. Fright
Yeah,
Night.
bro. Oh my
She's
God,
in
Jules.
that
Feel
shit.
like
She's the
she's that one
girlfriend.
girl. She's that
Jules,
one
niggas
girl
don't know
you're
about Fright
embarrassed,
Night,
but
bro.
she got
Bro.
that fire.
She has some titties. She has some nice titties in that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
bad. Turn up.
I seen this cat, man. I forget what the fuck his name is, but he has a page on X. I think it's like women posting their L's or some shit. Anyway, he goes out of his way to catch women posting L's and catching them up and shit they're saying. This bitch is like, bro, her post goes like this. She goes, I swear to God, I wish we could choose our baby daddies. And this thing is the first one to jump in. He's like, hey, who gonna tell her?
Yo.
Yo. Like, yo, bro.
Yo, that shit is really going down. And look, here's the thing, right? It's like an evolutionary thing. Y'all bitches really want guys that don't want y'all. So it's like, yeah, you doomed to fail because of the hypergamy shit that you always dating up. You want motherfuckers that don't really need you. Somewhere out there, it's a square that he'll eat you out and he'll eat your ass and he'll love you, but you don't want that square. You want to date up, and the consequence of that is the motherfucker that you like don't need you, and that's how the shit go down. Like, yeah, y'all keep ending up with motherfuckers that don't need you.
The top 5% have options, and that's what these broads don't realize. Why would they settle for a 7 when they can get 9s and 10s?
And Kevin Samuel said that shit best. What dude that got that much money and that much options wants to be with a single mother? For what? For
Exactly.
Usually they if you could be a live dude, they'll turn you into a swear, then they'll slide on you.
Yeah, but I think that
Yeah,
I don't think it's no. Let me say I don't think you could turn a live dude into a square unless it's already a square in him. That oh you love to like get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. If you got it like that, fam. If I got 6 figures or whatever or mil, what I look like dealing with your fucking personality. You either gonna suck some dick tonight or you gonna go home. I don't gotta put up with this shit. Fuck out of here.
You know what's funny, Jules, is like I don't know if you've seen motherfuckers lately. I mean, them shits could be like skits or they could be made up. Like, have you seen the videos where dudes fucking talk about they flew a bitch out from another city to where they live, and then the bitch will say that she ain't got no money or she brought her kids or like a bunch of stupid shit like that?
I've seen those things, but I don't think they're skits. I think they legit. Like I seen the one. It was sort of like the bitch catfish the guy. That the bitch looked one way on Instagram, then looked a different way when she got there. It's like I seen that one. I don't think that was a skit. It's like nah, you just fooled the motherfucker, and the motherfucker was mad. Like, well, look, my thing is this. I don't care how much money you got. If you gotta fly bitches out to get some pussy, something wrong with you. Like, yeah, for real though. It's because it's no bitches where you at. Like, why are you flying bitches from over here to over here?
Yeah.
Ain't no bitches where you at.
You could have got an escort for that.
Pause.
That's trafficking.
Bro, one time I had to drive like 3 hours.
What is what?
Yo, listen.
Wait, what?
Wait, listen, undefeated. Listen, undefeated. What I'm saying, these is guys that got 600,000 million or whatever. Why, if you got that kind of money, is you flying bitches out? You must be some kind of like hermit or something, like Quasimodo or some shit. Like, why you flying bitch? It ain't no bitches where you at. It ain't no clubs. It ain't no bars. Fuck is you flying bitches from? That's crazy to me.
You know what? I kind of understand it, bro. Like, bitch, you look good. If I had the money, cause me, I'm broke. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. But, bro, if she want 10,000, but you single. Let's say you single, yeah. But if you got a family, no.
Nah, homie, nah. I off of general principles, I could not do that. Like, nah, all this for some fucking pussy.
You know what?
It's
You're
just-
right.
This all this. Gotta send the bitch the cash app and then hope the bitch don't steal the shit. Like, nah, I ain't doing all that for your fucking regular ass box. This regular box over here.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here. You gotta suck. Yo, listen, bitch. If I do this, you gotta suck dick for 3 days straight. You gotta fall asleep with my shit in your mouth. That's how we rock and roll.
And don't pull up with your kid either. Don't pull up with your kid.
Yeah, you fucking crazy. Like that. To me, that's insane to be doing all that. And all I could think is, yo, dog, you must just not be able to just get no bitches if you got to do that. Like, yeah, that's wild to me. You spending that much for these bum bitches? Yo, these bum bitches is everywhere, bro. Sucking dick, they're everywhere. Like, what are we doing? That's crazy. But yo, you know, that's how that go. Drew dropped off, so Herb can't hear us again.
I can hear you.
Oh, all right, because Drew just dropped off.
Brim back.
What it do, bro?
You know, just at work. You know, doing the 1-2 thing.
You still trying to get Chloe Bailey fired?
Who said sorry? I heard a voice. Who said sorry? Was that you, Brim? Are you in the vicinity of any? I heard a woman voice just now.
No, I'm not in the vicinity of any woman, sir. I'm in the vicinity of a Keurig coffee machine.
Coffee machine? What you doing by a coffee? What you doing by a coffee machine?
That shit sounds like the beginning of a quarantine.
Coffee.
I'm at work and making me some coffee. Is that okay with you?
But yeah, you know. Who you got for this weekend, Brim? You got Rolo?
I do, but I ain't confident though. And he deserved to lose for talking about he deserved
Are you doing a country pick, bro?
No, yo, bro, the reason why I'm picking Rolly is because T.O.'s small, man. I mean, I think T.O. could outbox him. And they familiar with each other, so that helps T.O., but Tio a little bitty dude at 147, man. He gonna look good till he get
That
knocked
ain't no
out.
country pick, man, because there was no
but don't.
flip flopping or nothing. I know who I
But truth
picked.
be told, because Tio said because Rolly said he deserves to go in the Hall of Fame, he deserves to lose this fight just for saying that dumb
Yeah,
shit.
saying that Hall of Fame shit, that had me dying. I was
Motherfucker
like, all
said
right,
he
He
bro.
deserved to
deserved
go
to
to the
lose for
Hall of
saying that
Fame.
dumb shit.
Now you're a 3-time email
But yes, I
champion, bro. Calm down with
reluctantly
the Hall of
have
Fame shit.
Rolly.
Nah, I got T.O., bro. I still got
Yeah,
T.O.
I think Tio just outboxes him, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just
I don't
see
think
it.
I don't even think it's gonna be an entertaining fight. I think it's gonna be boring. I do like T.O. gonna peck at him, but he ain't gonna go in for the kill because he gotta watch the power. So he just gonna peck at him. That's what I think the
And
fight gonna
Tio got to
be.
watch the reach too. He's outreached, height and
Yeah.
reach too.
Well,
Yeah.
Rolly's not that much. Well, Rolly's not taller than him per se. It's just that he's a bigger guy. He got a bigger frame than T.O.
I'm just
You
saying,
know.
if Tank can get inside, Tio
He
don't
got a
have an
wide.
excuse. He needs to find a way to get inside.
Get her.
Now I'm saying Rolly
Get.
got a wider wingspan than Tio. You know,
Yeah, you know.
I wonder what Salas got for him though.
Yeah, that is the interesting thing that Rolly whoever doing that, stop doing that. Rolly does have a better corner. Rolly does have a better corner than Tio. He do. Like Salas is like, yeah, Salas is Salas, bro. That's the professor. You got hit
Yo,
him, bro.
Jules, you're not even fighting, and you got a better corner than Tio. I mean, what the fuck?
For real,
It don't
yo.
take
For
nothing to have
real
a better
shit.
corner than Tio.
They don't got. I don't even think T.O. got a game plan for this dude. Like, I really do. Like, what's the game plan gonna be? What? Just watch the sparring footage from 2017. That's the plan. Well,
Hit and go.
yeah. But I do think he's gonna win, though. I do think he's gonna win, and I expect a flash knockdown. But I think T.O. gonna win a decision. That's my pick. I don't know what's going on that undercard. I couldn't tell you. I don't know who the fuck them people is. I don't know.
Yeah, they're out. Fucking no.
Typical
Unbiased
PBC
Brim versus
flotsam and
unbiased
jetsam.
Brim.
That shit is a blur. Like, who the fuck is these people? I don't know who the fuck none of these people is, bro.
Other than Gary Antoine Russell, I don't know anybody else on that
Antonio
undercard.
Russell.
That's the little
Antonio,
Russell, right? And
Antonio
Gary
Russell.
Yeah.
Antonio Russell. Yeah, that's the little
He
one.
better man. He looked like a fucking. He better shave that motherfucking mustache and beard off before Saturday.
How many fights they got on that card, man, before the main event?
It's like 6, right? About 6.
Yo,
On the main card?
I was
Oh, no.
I was trying to bet for that fight. I looked up some of his highlights. That dude is not that good to be a Russell.
Yeah, I would say he's the worst of the Russell
Yeah,
brothers.
he's the worst. Like I was like, God
Because
damn.
I ain't trying to be up till fucking 1
Russell,
a.m. for a main event either.
featherweight Gary was pretty good in his prime. Featherweight Gary, he was
Oh, yeah.
always pretty good. He just didn't fight that much. Gary Antoine, he's okay. He got a belt, right? But Gary Antonio, like, nah, homie, you not it, bro. You not it. You the runt of the litter. You the runt.
He's a
suck.
key on it.
I
He's the
seen
key.
him
Yeah,
in
he key on the shit.
I seen him fighting in a pair of New Balance, Jules. A
Oh.
pair of fucking track New Balance. I said, wait a minute.
Matter of fact, hey, when was the last time one of the Russell
He had
brothers
the
had a win?
Kawhis on.
Gary Antoine, I think, was the last one to fight, and that was against Hirioka, right? Last year, that was Hirioka last year.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
You should have lost that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So go back.
If that would have been a
before that.
15
Bro, them brothers ain't
rounder,
had a win
Andy
in a
would have
minute.
knocked him out.
For real.
Go back
Andy was
before that
hurting him.
controversial win. They ain't had a win in a minute, bro.
Nah, not really. Nah. I mean,
No.
well, Gary did know before that. Gary did knock out Rayo, so that was a pretty good one. Remember, he won the belt from Rayo at 140. Rayo beat Isak for it. Then Gary beat him for it.
Okay.
So they got a recent
2022, right?
Yeah, something like 23, somewhere, not
3 or 2, yeah.
24, somewhere around there. That was recent.
How many times?
Anyway, they got a nice little fucking get back on your feet fight, easy W on that card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gary Antonio.
That confidence going again and shit.
And then next week, what's next week? Moses and Philippe is next week.
Moses is gonna fucking hurt him so bad, bro.
Yeah, Moses gonna fuck him up, bro. That's an easy one. He's gonna fuck him up.
bro.
We get our first we get our first run of our Pro Box subscription now. I ain't paid for.
Yo, listen, Herb. I think that Pro Box card is better than this shit. We got Cardenas on that card, right?
Yeah.
And Najee Lopez.
Oh,
yeah, that's
right.
a better looking. That's a
Oh,
better
yeah.
looking. That's a better looking card than this shit.
Like top to bottom, yeah, sure.
Yo, and that shit's $5. God damn.
I'm gonna give him the 5, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him the 5.
exactly.
I'm gonna give it like that's a good bet. Like, you know, Martinez is a good enough guy that like, yeah, $5, I'll pay that.
Bro, if you stream that shit, you ain't shit. Bro.
Yeah, Pro Box can have my $5.
Oh, cheap ass.
If you stream that, use the super
bro.
Hey, he said,
Yo,
"Fuck 499." I'm stealing that shit.
Motherfucker, steal that shit, bro. That motherfucker send
Hey,
that
hey, I'll pay
motherfucker
$20
bro.
for. Hey, I'll pay 20 for an L, but I ain't paying 5 for some fights.
If you gotta steal a Pro Box card, bro, just upload
For
your
5
resume
woos,
to
bro. Hey,
Indeed.
for 5 woos, come on,
you
bro.
gotta let me finish. You gotta let me land the plane, Alex. Shit, I can't say my shit.
This shit is so funny. I'm sorry.
I ain't even gonna say the shit now. I need a cigarette.
Jules is lying. He's gonna go fry up some bacon.
Some turkey bacon.
Yeah, but no way you over here asking for links. It's $5. Come on, man.
Bro. Like, bro, the trouble it takes to even get through to the Eagle stream, I'd rather pay 5, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, man, get it how you live, homeboy. That's what's up. Fuck
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Kane says you have to pay for Pro Box now. Damn, I'm going to pay. I'm a degenerate.
But you're actually getting you're getting a decent card. You're not getting dog shit.
Yeah, for $5.
Hey, my dude said, I'm streaming it. Just send me the $20.
Yeah, but that's $5 for the whole. But that's $5 for the whole month. So if they have any other cards, you get to watch those too.
You cheap bastard.
They want $5. They want $5 a month.
Yeah, no, it's worth it. It's worth $5, definitely.
Look, bro, if you'll pay $5 for a holler from fucking Little Caesars, you'll pay for that, bro.
Come on, bro.
You know
Some of these motherfuckers subscribe to OnlyFans. Like, really?
Man,
you can't afford Pro Box?
They be on OnlyFans buying feet pics and shit.
Yeah.
The people that's doing that, they'll pay $5 for Pro Box. It's the people that's stealing that too that you gotta worry about. They stealing feet pics.
I still remember that one fight.
Nah, those are motherfuckers that look at elbow picks, bro. That's the weird
I
cats.
still remember that one fight on Pro Box. This white dude came out, right, and he had like the long Western cowboy coat on, and the cowboy hat, and people were talking shit about him in the chat, right? And he was fighting his brother, and the brother was like, pretty yoked and stuff, and they were calling the white dude 1850 and all this other shit and talking shit about him. And the white dude ended up winning the fight. I only use the race because I didn't know their names, but the white dude ended up winning the fight. It was hilarious. And all of a sudden, dudes in the chat all got quiet and shit. I'm all, let's hear it for 1850. Nobody said shit.
Yeah, Pro Box, they have exciting fights. Even the no-name people, they're exciting fights, man.
Yeah, well,
They
that's
are,
the way
yeah.
Tuesday night fights and
Pro Box is
USA
good,
fights
man.
used to be, dudes, for real.
I think Pro Box is like the new. It's like the new ESPN Thursday and Friday night fights. There's always young and up and coming dudes. They're exciting fights, banger. Yeah. No. On some real shit. Pro Box is doing their thing, man.
Back in the day, dude, that's what Tuesday night fights and Friday night fights were.
100%. Yeah.
One was on USA and the other one was on another channel. But man, those Pro Box kind of stepped in and brought. It's like bringing back an old memory or nostalgia.
But the thing about Tuesday Night Fights Country that was dope was not only would they put like dudes who were trying to come back and dudes who were like, prospects or whatever, you would actually get world title fights on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit was dope. Like to watch fucking like Vinny Pazienza or James Toney or all them dudes fighting world title fights on Tuesday Night Fights. It's like, holy shit.
Hey, do any of you guys remember Scotty the Bulldog Olsen?
Yeah, I remember.
That name sounds familiar.
He fought in Michael Carvajal's division. He was actually a champion until Michael Carvajal got him, and then he lost. But I'm friends with
I
him on
remember
Facebook.
him. I remember him because Michael Carvajal's my guy.
Facebook, and he actually is right in the middle of writing a book about boxing and his life and everything.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. He really is.
I remember the little guy. Yeah, he got.
I remember seeing him fight when I was younger, when I was little.
Yeah,
he was fighting when De La Hoya was coming up and shit.
He's a Canadian dude, but he's really cool, man. He really is.
Yeah, little guy. He used to wear
I don't know him
gloves.
personally, but like, he was a good fighter. And that's the thing too, man. There's so many like just good fighters who get lost in history because they didn't make the Hall of Fame. They weren't known for multiple. But there's so many solid dudes out there that fucking just.
Gentry, why aren't you talking about your favorite fighter from Tuesday Night Fights, Sean O'Grady?
I messaged that dude. He never responded to me, man.
Like I was looking at what's his name the other day, man. I was looking at Glenn Johnson. I was like, we're all gonna forget about him. We already have, but he will never be in the Hall. I'm like, but that dude was a good fucking fighter.
I like Sean O'Grady with as an announcer. He was good.
The crazy part was Sean O'Grady is one of the few dudes that has a gaudy ass record, but didn't get into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Like, have you seen his record, Country? He's like 70 something and like 8, and like he has like 60 something knockouts.
No shit.
It's like, what the fuck? It's a crazy record if you look it up.
I'll have to look that up, man. I mean, I remember watching him fight, but back then I just never really looked at records as much.
It's like you got to have a certain set of like the right names to get in. It's like no matter what, because there's dudes in there who had short careers, fought just enough big names or Hall of Fame, and there's dudes who went like you said, like 70 something and 6. You know what I mean? 80 something and 12. And like everybody's like, yeah, cool story, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, once you become pro, to win that many fights, you can say what you want, cab drivers, fucking bum, but it's not easy, bro. Like that shit is hard, dude. That shit is hard.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're not gonna ever see guys after this current group of guys that are out there. You're not gonna see dudes fighting more than 35 to 40 times in a career anymore.
Yeah, that's another problem. Yep. Nowadays it's I'm popular now. Once a year, I'm good. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
Yeah, twice if you're lucky.
Talking about American guys, bro. I think you're talking about American guys. I think Mexican fighters will still do that, depending on the guy. I still think that'll happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. European fighters too. They fight more often too.
Alex, you had the floor, bro. Right now, let me say this. I just think it's the Americans because they're the ones with all the problems. They're the biggest prima donnas in boxing right now is the American fighters. So a lot of this negative shit really applies to them. I wouldn't say that about the Latin American fighters. I wouldn't say that about the Russians or the Brits. I just think that's the Keyshawn Davises of the world. Go ahead, Alex.
I agree that they take up the majority of what we're talking about. Like for a perfect example, Canelo was #1 pound for pound in the world. This motherfucker still fought 4 times in 11 months. One more time. 4 fights, 11 months. Bro, nobody fucking doing that nowadays. De La Hoya wasn't doing it. Mayweather wasn't doing it. Like, what?
Go ahead, Alexis.
No, I was just going to ask this Sean O'Grady guy. So I remember the name. I have no clue what he looks like, but I do remember the name.
He's an Irish dude, and he was.
He's just a regular white dude from the Midwest.
With a push.
No, what I'm saying, what I wanted to know is, did he have any notable wins? Did he ever become a champion or anything like that?
I think he won a belt in one of the divisions, but I don't think he was like a multiple guy.
You hear me?
Multiple division guy.
Yeah.
I forget what his signature fight was. I forget who did he fight.
Sean, wait, Sean, y'all talking about the light heavyweight?
No, Jules. He was like a lightweight junior welterweight back in the 80s and the early 90s.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just brought him up because Country was talking about USA Tuesday Night Fights.
That could be the explanation why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
He was a super welterweight. He was from Hugo, Oklahoma, I believe.
Well, he started in the lighter divisions, Country.
Wait a minute, wrong guy.
Go ahead, Alexis.
So the other thing is talking about Hall of Fame is like this guy that just got in there, the guy with the neck. They had the movie about him.
Oh, Vinny
Um,
Pazienza,
Next. Oh
he,
my God.
Yeah, Vinny Paz. Yeah,
Vinny
Vinny Paz.
Paz.
yeah, Vinny Pazienza.
Yeah.
Man, man. I mean, I don't understand how he's in the Hall of Fame. I know
Because
he's
Yeah.
a
of the
big
movie.
name.
No, espera. De verdad.
Oh,
Él está ahí por la película, Alexis. Before that movie came out, he was not in the Hall of Fame. The movie comes out, he gets in the
Yeah.
Hall. And it's the
Yes.
movie. It's the movie that
Yes.
got him in. It's not his
Well,
career. It's the movie that got him in.
if that's the case, then he should have been inducted into the Hall of Fame along the same lines as Sylvester Stallone.
I'm
That's the
saying
case.
if I come out with a Gabe Rosado movie and I play Gabe Rosado in the movie, watch him get in the Hall tomorrow. I could play Gabe Rosado.
So you. So
Hey, hold up, Jules. I got one question, bro.
You
I got
could
one
play Gabe
question, fam.
Rosado,
I got one
actually.
question.
Good.
Out of all
Yeah.
the cats you could have picked, why you say Gabe Rosado? You been thinking about this, bro?
No, two reasons. One, he looked
Okay.
like he related to me. And two, he's
That's
a
cool.
Capricorn like me. So I'm like, I could do a Gabe Rosado movie. Yeah, I'll be
You know
Gabe
what I mean?
Rosado in the movie. He not in the Hall,
okay.
right? I'm just like, here's an example. Derek Chisora could probably get in the Hall off of his resume. He could probably get in the Hall, but let them come out with a BBC Derek Chisora biopic. Oh yeah, he's getting in the absolutely he's getting in the Hall. Because it's really, it's in the name. It's the Hall of Fame. So whatever brings notoriety to the sport, like there was an Argentine.
Yeah.
There was an Argentine heavyweight, and something Pampa, the bull of Pampa, some shit like that, right?
Oh, you're
And
talking about Luis Firpo.
Louis Firpo. And the thing is, while he never became a world champion, Alexis, he did popularize boxing in Argentina because of that contribution. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's basically called the godfather of boxing in Argentina.
You actually brought that up as a point when debating some guy a while
Oh yeah,
back.
the comments on the fucking relay.
Yeah. He
Okay.
was like, and then you like
Shit.
destroyed him with that point. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I found Sean.
that's because the dude. That's because I'm a little bit tired of this shit too. Like I can't even front. Black guys are always trying to undermine the Latin American contribution to boxing because that's what that was.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to explain to you why Louis Firpo is in the Hall. This is documented. Like if you really a historian of boxing, I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should know why he's there. Argentina wasn't big on boxing until this guy. That's why he's there. It's not complicated. But he ain't shit. And because Wilder, right? Because I remember that's what the debate was about because of Wilder. I'm like, bro, all right, bro. Wilder is not culturally relevant in America the way Louis Firpo was relevant to his Argentines. It's not the same thing. Like, it's not. But, I know what's underneath it. You're trying to undermine the Latin American contribution to the sport because you feel that the black contribution to the sport is marginalized, and it's not. If anything, you're pampered and spoiled. All you want to hear about is yourself and how fucking great you are. That the minute we start talking about somebody else, you get upset. If we talk about Inoue, you get upset. If we talk about the Brits, you get upset. If we talk about remember what they did to Paulie, what the shit at Showtime was, and Paulie told no lies. In the amateur system, the food chain has changed. It used to be dominated by Americans, not anymore. That's what he said. He wasn't lying.
Hey, Jules. So I found Sean O'Grady. He had 86 bouts, 81 wins, 70 KOs, 5 losses with 4 KOs. Guess what his nickname was? The Bubblegum Kid. He had an 86.42% knockout ratio. And
I told you.
He debuted in 1975 and fought until 1983.
Wow. Shout out to Kiddo. Jules Gaines Boxing Talks. Everything you were saying about modern day women was spot on, by the way. You know what I'm saying, man? Bitches is evil, man. You don't really realize that shit until you've been with enough of them. That bitches is evil, generally speaking. And I'm a man of God. Like I don't hide that shit. Like yeah, I believe in the Bible. I believe Eve ate the apple, and I believe that you have the proof, right? Like yeah, you have the proof right now. You got bitches, all these different women that are out here that are doing all this crazy shit, right? They not really suffering. They not like you're not really suffering from nothing. You just malcontent. If you stay in a situation long enough, you will find fault with it. Men are not like that. As long as a guy got his snacks and his entertainment, he's generally cool. And he can sit there for a while being generally cool, not getting in no shit. Not these bitches. No, not these bitches. These bitches are psychopaths. And the more and the more liberty, the thing is, these are not problems that exist in third world countries with more archaic value systems. What do they have that we don't? And I'm not advocating for this. I'm just saying you don't hear about these psycho bitches in those parts of the world. Why? They got them bitches in check. If you start bugging out, bitch, you're gonna slap the shit out of you. That's what's gonna happen. Whereas in Western countries where they're given more liberty and more rights, don't you see what they immediately resort to? They slutting themselves out. They tried to blame us for that. Bitch, you slutting yourselves out. Y'all choosing to do that OnlyFans shit. Get your money. I'm not stopping you, but I'm just saying, it used to be when we were young, Alexis, me, anybody of the age group where you're in your 40s and up, oh, men are always objectifying women. No, you objectify yourselves. You object.
So
It's
true.
not us. You objectify yourselves because you want to manipulate us. And the one way you know how to manipulate us is with sex.
It's just pussy, like you
Yeah,
said.
you sexualizing yourselves. That's not us doing that. Y'all doing that. But now look, it used to be our fault. Well, not anymore. Ain't nobody telling these bitches to go on OnlyFans. They want to do that. They want to do that. It was a story. I saw a thing about an astrophysicist. She was studying to be an astrophysicist. She's in school for this shit. She dropped all that for OnlyFans. All that.
Yeah, she started at first. She started. I know that she started
That's
giving
hilarious.
astrophysics. She started teaching astrophysicists on OnlyFans topless, and she's like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna go full OnlyFans."
Yeah. That's the
Wow.
I don't agree with Myron Gaines on a lot of things that he does, right? Because I could tell you was a nerd and bitches didn't want to fuck you,
He was gay too.
so you hate these bitches. But what he did say, one thing he said that was true that I do agree with is the only agency y'all got is y'all pussy. It's the only agency you got. Other than that, it all boils down to my coochie and my coochie. Because I mean, like, yeah, you could be smart, but there's plenty of guys that are smart. It's nothing that you doing that a guy can't do that. The agency you got, the main attraction is that cooch. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but then, like you said, with like Myron, we're in an era now where guys, there's too many whining about winners.
Well,
Winners
I
don't
mean,
complain about what these bitches do.
not even that. It's that you these guys, right? Like, you gotta be willing to get rejected. What's more normal than wanting some pussy? What's more normal than that? But y'all so scared to talk to these bitches. Like, yes, I want some pussy. What the fuck? The fuck you think I want? Like, yeah, like that's normal. But these younger kids, they
Let,
spend
let, let,
so much time. They spend so much time doing this. They don't
mm.
know how to talk to people because they
Let me
in
ask
here
you
all the
something,
time.
Joe.
Go ahead.
You have a son, no?
Yep.
How
10.
are you talking to him about situations?
Not yet. Not old enough. If he was in the frame of mind where he was showing me that it's time, then I would. But he's still a kid, very much a kid.
I love that. Hey, Jules, I love
And
that response. As
Don't
a
need to
father,
rush
bro.
that thing.
and
Yeah.
Yes,
and
yes,
what
yes.
would you say? What would you say? Like how would you approach that? Like how would you approach not? And I'm not talking about sex, okay? So that's not what I'm talking about, really. But just
Mm.
talking about the the relationship between man and woman and some of the things that affect it and how perhaps he can handle relationships and himself in relationships. How would you
I've been thinking I've been thinking a lot about this because he's becoming of age, right? Because I know it's around the corner. Like I said, his mind is still very much young, so I haven't had that talk with him yet. But what I'm gonna tell you know what I'm thinking of telling him. This
hmm
is what I was thinking. This is what I'm really thinking of telling him. Take advantage of them before they take advantage of you, because the truth is, it's you
hmm
or them. That's what I feel like
hmm
telling him. I don't know if I should frame it that way, but
mm,
that is my view. And I'm like, look, I'm real honest. Like, I'm real honest.
hmm
I'm trying to put you ahead so that you don't have to learn, so that you'll go out there knowing. And you got, yeah, in other words, cheat on them.
mm,
But one of y'all gonna cheat. Yeah, one of y'all gonna cheat. Cheat on them. One of y'all gonna do it. It's the truth.
Yeah.
It's a matter of fact.
hmm
It is an inconvenient truth that in
hmm
most long-term relationships, one or both partners cheated. One or both. If you don't
mm.
want to be the sad one that's feeling bad, yeah, you be the one to do it. Look out for you first. If we're talking about the battle of the sexes, right? Don't let these women take advantage of you, because they absolutely will try. More so in your generation than mine. That's what they're out to
Yeah.
do, is take advantage of you.
My counter to that, Jules, is are you going to prepare him to just like, look, bro, you are going to get hurt. You're going to get your feelings hurt one day by a bitch. And how do you
Mm,
navigate that? You know what I'm saying? It's
mm,
inevitable.
mm.
Yeah.
I've
See,
already had that
see,
conversation with my son. He's 20
How
now,
old is
so
your? Oh well, your son 20. My son is 10, bro. Fuck.
no, that's what I'm saying. No, I was just saying that question he
So how
posed.
did you
I'm
pre-
like, no, I'm not calling you out, Jules.
uh,
No, don't take it like that, bro. I'm just saying, like the question he posed. I was like, damn, I've already been through that conversation.
so,
Yeah, in other words, it's difficult. What's difficult for me is that you got a mother, you got a sister. That's what's difficult.
hmm
That's what's difficult for me.
All
That
right,
hmm
hey Jules.
some,
Not to pry, bro. If you don't want to answer, not being disrespectful, just a question, just to gauge. The is it a blended family or is it all biological one in
how
one?
about you let me finish my sentence? How about
Go
that?
ahead, fam. Go ahead, fam. You good?
What I was going to say was, it's difficult to paint. It's difficult for me because I've been thinking about this. It's
Hmm.
difficult for me to paint the opposite sex out to be the bad guys. But that is what I'm trying to tell you.
Hmm.
That's literally, I'm trying to tell you that, like, yeah, take advantage of them before they take advantage of you. You have to.
so,
Don't. It's going to be a difficult conversation, bro.
if you don't mind me just saying, the reason why I asked, and I guess your son at 10, mine is at 16, so it's a little bit closer of a window.
Hmm.
But I kind of like been like I think I've dropped hints from like maybe 8 or whatever, and it wasn't sexual, whatever, again, but my major concern was, and was to prepare him for, and like the other gentleman said, that some relationships are not going to work out, and how do you navigate that? And
Yeah.
so that's what I kind of like focus on, that because too many men get caught up. First, my message to him is like, yo, the pussy ain't yours, right? And then, and not in those words, but basically is the pussy's got a mind of its own, and they're emotional creatures, and you have to literally navigate them, because if you get caught up in their insanity, then you're fucked up in the game. You're the man. You're logical. You stay in your lane. You let them be emotional, and you observe their action. And you kind of like have to have the always that up front in you, because Too many men end up offing themselves or offing some chick over some fucking relationship. And
Yeah.
that was it. You understand me? Off yourself or off a chick over a relationship, and that can't be your end. You dig?
Damn, that got dark fast. Holy
And
No,
shit.
because you're
so
Nah,
Alexis,
but
you're
he's
right.
he's right though. He's
No,
right
I see what
though.
he's going. I know. I just didn't.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because
so
you're right, Alexis, because
uh,
it's inevitable for your mijo. He's 16. He's gonna have thoughts of crashing out over a bitch that annoys him one day. And it's how does he
yeah.
gather
But
himself
the other
to
yeah,
right,
like,
but the
right.
yeah.
other shit is
And
here's the
then
thing.
but let me just say
Let me
this.
decirte, let me decirte
Good.
esto. I think for every man that actually grows up to be a man, and this is important, for every man that actually goes on to become a man, because some don't, some stay little boys. They think they're men. They don't. They stay little boys. Getting your heart broken by some bitch is
Mhm.
a canon. It's a canon event. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
That's how you learn these bitches
How you
ain't shit.
grow. That's how
That's
you grow.
literally how you don't know what they're capable of until you find out.
Hmm.
Literally, like you can have somebody tell you. I could tell you that fire is hot. I could tell you that. Well,
You
that's
gonna
not the same as putting your hand in that
you
No.
shit,
gonna touch
is
that
it?
shit
And that's
anyway?
exactly, and as men, we don't learn till we burn our hand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm telling you that like that one is a motherfucker. Like that conversation is a motherfucker because look, my purview of the world is they are the villain. They not on your like to me. And I don't want to. How could I put it? You're in a world where everybody is against you. They are against you. They will pick you apart. They
Mhm.
will make
Mhm.
you feel bad about yourself when they
Mhm.
don't want
Mhm.
when they the one that got the like you can't look at yourself through their eyes. They're picking you apart. You got to focus that want what you want, do what you do, focus on
Exactly.
yourself, and they will come. Focus on yourself. Don't focus because
Exactly.
they don't
Exactly.
really like when you focus on them because they date up.
Exactly.
If
Hey,
you
Jules,
don't focus on
I
them
have a
and you
question.
go ahead, bro.
So where you're coming from, right? Which I understand, but like as him growing into a man, right? How do you reconcile that teaching to him when he sees you and your wife and his mother and his dad in a proper relationship, raising a family the right way, being good people? How do you reconcile what you're telling him to what he's seeing?
By only telling them half the truth,
Okay.
half the truth, half the truth. The way that I could frame it for him, even
Yeah.
though I might not do that, is your generation is more polyamorous than mine was. You're in a different world than I was, even though I don't
Less,
believe
lot
that.
less traditional.
I like I don't like I think bitches ain't shit. Like that's
Mhm.
what I think.
Mhm.
Sure.
Bitches ain't shit.
Yeah, we grew up
That's
in the
lit.
90s, of course. Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah.
But what I could tell him to reconcile, right? Well, how are you saying this in A, B, C, and D? Well, I'm telling you because of the generation that you're in. I'm telling
No
you
doubt.
this that you gotta take care of yourself. Why? You can't focus on chasing bitches around. That's not gonna work. You just gonna be a creep. You gonna be a creep worrying about these bitches.
AB.
If
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
right? If you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be a sex pest worrying about these bitches, if you
Mhm.
take care of yourself, take care of your career path, your money, they will come. It happens on its own. It you can't
Mhm.
force it. It happens on its own. So and they prefer the guy that don't need them. Walk around understanding that they want the guy that don't need them. Be that guy. Don't be the
Mhm.
guy that's living and dying for these bitches. They're not worth it. They're not
And
worth it.
yeah.
So
and
you're
That
saying
and
you're telling them by that logic, that's when you'll find the right one who's real.
yeah.
I see you. I feel you.
Because
Okay. Okay. I'm just
Now
curious.
that's
Yeah, that's what's up.
no, what I was gonna say, Alex. What I was gonna say was that's why
Mhm.
you not gonna find the right one. There ain't no right one. There isn't. That doesn't
Mhm.
exist. That
well,
doesn't exist.
I
It's
see that's the thing though,
good.
because I didn't
I
want,
disagree,
and
but all right.
I disagree. I disagree because, and I'll tell you why. I'm glad that you brought that up because you also brought up about my generation or whatever you said about it, or your
Mhm.
generation is more polyamorous than mine, more and stuff like that. But I told him stories, right? Because there's a gentleman that actually whose relationship I look up to or I looked up to, and I'll tell you exactly how it happened. One time I was with this cat. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was a coworker or whatever, and real cool dude, whatever. He was a little older than me, whatever, or well, a lot older than me. And I said there was some, some piece of ass walking around. And I said, yo, on some like shit like that. We do, yo, check this chick out.
Yeah.
And he didn't even look. And then he just calmly says to me, I don't know how I went on it. He just calmly says to me, well, I have my wife.
Mm.
And then he relates to me that his that he actually married his first love, and the guy, that's his wife. He married his first love. It hasn't been his about over 50 years or whatever with the same woman, and that he doesn't see it. And I thought about that, and I said, man, this is. I compared his relationship to, there's some birds. I think birds do that or whatever. They only have one partner, or there's maybe a
Yeah,
Yeah,
particular
there
certain
is.
type of
species,
bird.
certain species of animals, mostly birds.
Yeah,
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 one mate for life.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
and I said to myself, man, like that's fucking beautiful. And
Yeah.
and, and then there's me,
Also very rare.
probably,
Also
and
very rare.
who were my role models, right? My role models, I'll tell you a quick story. 136 in Amsterdam,
Oh
and
shit,
this shit has fucked my head up. Like it fucked me up for the rest of my motherfucking life, bro.
you're like, how did he
So
accomplish it? You're like, how did he
so
accomplish
so
this?
the dude, check this out. The dude fucking, he says, it was this Dominican guy, bro. He real street, real pop from back in the days and blah blah blah. And that nigga said, he said, yo, I don't know how he's talking. He said, oh no, like he's talking about going on this. He said, oh no, like una mujer que salga conmigo tiene que hacerme algo.
Okay.
So
Shit,
the nigga was like, he was on some more like, yeah, we out together. Yeah, we ain't leaving until you do something. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
And I was like, yo, that shit me dejó trastornado, bro. Like, cause I have sisters, I have four sisters, so I grew
Yeah.
up respecting women. Like that's that's my nature. Like four older sisters, my mom and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
so,
so that whole thing, and then some other things, and then with my sisters, right?
bro,
And
you
then
got to
with my
translate this
sisters,
shit for the non-Spanish people, bro.
but check this
These are
out. But check this out.
climactic points in your story, bro.
And
Like,
then with my sisters, what I noticed
uh-huh.
was that, and the youngest of which was 10 years older than me, right? So I got to see them in relationships, right? And what I noticed without fucking failure, I'm talking about without failure, was that they would go for the asshole, part and parcel. They
Okay.
would go for the asshole. The guy that beat their ass, that's the one that they want. The guy that my mom said, no, that's not gonna come out. You're gonna bring him here. That's not, the guy that came to my house and brought,
Manín, la hermana
the guy
mía,
that came to my house and got to know, was
lo
really
que tú
showing
estás
you some
diciendo,
interest.
chequea, lo que tú estás diciendo,
Crazy.
por mi mamá, por mi hermana. No bullshit, I tell you no lies. They're the ones who started me on the path of being the asshole. They're
Mm,
everything, I swear to
mm,
God, on
mm,
my kids. Ella me
mm-hmm,
dijeron, no te mate por ninguna mujer. They're not
mm.
worth it.
Eso, eso,
My
eso,
mother was the one. She's
Man,
eso.
brilliant
on
woman.
God, on God.
Brilliant woman.
Yep.
And from the beginning, yo, I was an asshole. Like I am still an asshole. Why? When I see like Bing, my dude, it was this tall joint I ended up fucking. She was my man's in him was trying to get her, but I was on my asshole time. Like, nah, I need
Mm,
that. I need that tall ass. I need that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
mm,
time I was on. Like yeah, I'm an asshole. Like I'm all the the lovey-dovey stuff. In other words, look, you can't send your son. You cannot send your son out into the world off a fairy tale. Like, nah. The probability of you finding a good woman is actually very low. It's
mm,
very low. And what do you know about relationships? Even relationships that start out very good, people grow apart. Yes, they grow apart. Nobody gets bored faster than a bitch. Oh yes, no, they. So I'm telling you, like you can't. I'm telling you, ain't no good guys in this story.
Bro, that quote, Jules, should be in the Smithsonian, bro. Nobody gets bored faster than a bitch. That should be in the
Nobody get.
Smithsonian, bro.
It's
There
facts.
should be
Like
teachers.
Hey, all women aren't the devil.
Oh
I
God,
think
here we
y'all
go.
are. I think y'all are, but I'm okay with that. Like, hey, look, it
So,
is
We
what it
accept
is.
we
wait a
accept
minute.
the terms of the agreement. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
like, I can't.
hey, look,
Especially
God, you make
look.
it sound like you
Wow,
fucking.
we didn't even
In
sign
the
the
dating
terms.
in the dating market that these young men are coming into, right? It is worse than the one we were in. No, it
Oh
is. It's
yes,
literally worse than the
yes.
one we were in. You can't send a young man out there today who's going to be in his 20s and looking for a monogamous relationship, bro. That shit don't exist no more, bro. You bugging. 50%. No. I believe that the statistic puts marriages, the divorce rate is at about 50%. It's a 50-50 chance that the woman
yep,
you marry,
yep.
and I'm telling you, dog, what if I
Proven
told you
statistics.
now let me reframe this for you so I can land a plane. If I
Okay.
told you, Alexis, you go in that apartment, there's a 50% chance you're gonna get shot. If you go in that apartment, there is a 50% chance you're gonna get
You
shot.
ain't walking in that
Alexis,
bitch.
are you gonna go in that apartment?
Nah.
Nah.
Right? Well, but that's marriage. I'm telling you, there's a 50% chance this marriage is gonna fail, right? If the marriage fails, who's fucked? Come on.
Hey, a
Who's fucked?
wise old
But
man once told
the
me, Jules.
man,
You know what he said? You know what he said? He said you kept two choices to live a long life. It might not be the best or might be the best life, might not be the worst life, but you have two choices for a long life. And I was like, what's that? He goes, you can make a deal with the devil or you can make a deal with your future wife. Pick one.
Whoa.
I was like, yo.
That's some Stephen King shit.
Yeah, I
But
was like, and this is
Telling
an old
I'm
82-year-old dude in the country, bro. I was like, yo, bro, hold up. Like, wait, what?
but
no,
you
sir.
know I think so. In my estimation, right? Because we can't just keep posing problems. At least that's not the way I feel about it, and that's not exactly how I parlay that to myself. You can't because people have this propensity for posing problems and no solutions. But
Yes.
but I would say that in this scenario, why it's that's why it's so important that people time and nature,
Mhm.
right? Because it's just two different stages. It's different stages in life where you can actually get to the ideals, ideological, right? So I would say that in your youth, if you have, and then we put it all together, like if you stay focused on achievement, personal goals, where you got to go, and then everything else falls into place, is because you're focusing on the positive and goals. And I told my son, I was like, yo, any woman that you get with has to fall within your rhythm of life and your path. If you are going and heading in a particular direction, you have to have a woman or chick or a girlfriend that is in her own direction, in her own life, with positive directions that
Yeah.
coincide with what you're doing.
Yeah, the energy you're moving with is the energy you're going to
Yes,
attract.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And then to that end, that's when you have the best chance at real love. Because you may agree or disagree, and I don't know. I can't tell you because it didn't happen for me. But I'll just say this: that you have a better chance at a chick not cheating on you if you got it as a virgin, and if it's real
Listen,
love.
Alexis, you are shocking me tonight, bro. I thought the only person, de verdad, yo pensé que la única persona más cínica que yo eres tú. on the panel. Esta vaina de amor y vete para el diablo con esa vaina, man. Like, get out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
At the end, I'm listening. At the end, I grew up listening to Julio Iglesias and Sandro, bro. It's gonna
Manín,
be
yo te estoy diciendo que
to
esa
aspire to
vaina,
that.
esa maldita vaina no existe para la mayoría de gente. You will not find it. You will think you found it. The probability, I'm telling you, is super
You're
duper
right.
low.
It
Y lo
is,
que yo
but
estoy
here's the
diciendo,
for the
lo que yo
worst.
estoy diciendo, espera, lo que yo estoy diciendo es, por ese sacrificio, right? It's not worth it. The majority of people que lo están buscando no lo encuentran. ¿Y qué pasa? Ellos sufren. Now, if I tell you out there, if I tell you, esa vaina no existe, you don't got nothing to be sad about. Esa vaina no existe. If I told you unicorns don't exist, right? Like, well, you're not gonna be sad about that, right? Te estoy diciendo, mira, toda esa vaina que tú ves en la televisión, el amor, el romance, esos son de tiempo antiguo. El mundo no es así ya. I can't send you out there looking for fucking princesses and like, get the Princess Peach.
No Shrek movie.
I can't do that. Like,
I mean, listen, I have, hey Jules, I have a very different outlook on what love is that most people ain't ready for. You want to hear it?
Good.
So, when you look at love, first off, number one, it's not a magical thing. If you think you can see someone, meet them, and spend a little bit of time with them, and you're in love, you're lying to yourself. It's not real. Two, right? When it comes to love, love is like a plant. If you don't water it, it dies. It requires constant maintenance and effort in a relationship. If you think once you fall in love with somebody, all you gotta do is exist with them, you're gonna be good. You're gonna fucking fail. That relationship's done. Another thing about love, right, is not like, for example, oh, I'm in love with this person, but you know what? There's 100 million or 100,000 or 67,000. There's tens of thousands or maybe millions of other people you could have that same relationship. You just met this one. So that whole this is the one. Like, nah, bro, you just found one that here's the thing about here's when real love works. This is real love. What I'm about to say next, this is real love. Real love is person A and person B get together. Okay. You got the guy, you got the chick, they're together. They like each other. They go from liking to they think they're in love. But here's where it gets weird. Once they start to realize and see, because think about it, if everybody who ever got together was like, all they looked at was all the things they like about each other and that made them happy, you're not going to exist. You got to expose the negatives and deal with that. So that's so real love.
Can I give a condensed version? Can I do
I'm gonna
this?
land
Let
the
me
plane.
give you a
I'm
condensed
landing it right.
version.
I'm about to land it right now, Jules. I'm gonna land it right now. Once two people think they're in love and they start to see the deficiencies and the faults that they don't like about each other, and their brain goes, okay, these are the things that I've been with this bitch for 4 years. I've been with this bitch for 5 years, whatever. These are the things I don't like about her. And she's like, these are the things I don't like about him. And they both look at each other and they're thinking, I'm okay with that for life. That's love. But it still requires maintenance and effort. This whole thing that is magical is bullshit.
Look, I'm sorry, fellas. I'm really like I'm shocked that you are as romantic. Because tú sabes lo que yo iba a decir. There is nothing more conditional, conditional than a woman's emotions.
Oh,
like, bro, they don't love. They don't love. And I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit uncomfortable saying it, but I'm like, yo, dog. Women love what you could do.
Shit.
If you can't do that, you think they're gonna keep loving you? Let's say you the orgasm. I'm gonna see that you the orgasm master, right? Every time y'all fuck, the orgasm, you get the orgasm. She's going crazy, right? Amazing dick. But what if one day you can't do that anymore? What if algo pasa? And I say this. I worked with a woman whose husband was at home dying of cancer. This woman, she's in a managerial position. This woman had all type of guys coming to the job, fucking her brains out. You're not gonna convince me why they got her bent over her own desk, reaming her with dick that she loves.
You were one of the guys.
All right, Jules, I'll push back on that. I'll push back on that with this. I have to do a caveat. All right, women and men, you and I both agreed on this a long time ago. We're not built the same. We have different purposes in life. We get it, right? We all have our roles. when it comes to women, here's the thing: there are exceptions, like the one you just mentioned. She's an exception. I
I
will
don't think
say
she's
this:
an exception. I think she's
I
perfectly
think she
normal
is.
because I
No, I
think
think
that's
she's an
normal. I
exception.
think that's
Listen,
normal for a lot of
women,
women.
listen. When it comes to comparing men and women, women actually have the capability by nature, by whatever higher power you believe in, but by nature, women have the capability to actually love a man for his character and personality, and that's it, and they're happy, bro. Like men aren't built that way. Like we need everything.
That's I'm sorry, bro, but that
There
you
are
listen.
women. No, there's women
I'm
out
gonna
there
keep.
that
No,
are like that, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real. That's bullshit.
I don't
Listen,
know. I'm
bro.
sorry.
Listen,
It's
bro.
not.
Listen, bro.
Nah. All
Women,
right, go ahead.
a woman could love a guy for the simple fact that he's fucking her brains out. Like,
Bro, how
yeah,
many times
it's
you been cheated?
because
Jules, how
they're.
many times
I'm
you been
just
cheated on? You okay,
listen,
bro? You
listen.
okay?
I'm no.
You okay?
Listen, I'm talking about this. Look, the first thing she told me about when I met this lady, this particular woman. I can give other examples of what has framed this perspective for me. That
Okay.
women are highly emotional creatures and they're true to their
Sure.
emotions, whatever they are in the moment. But because their emotions are so chaotic, you can't go off of their emotions, bro. To me, like there's nothing more conditional than how a woman feels. That they're that way with each other. Friends today,
All right.
enemies tomorrow.
Let me ask you
Like
this
That's
one. Let me
true.
ask you
That's
this
true.
question.
That's
Let me ask you
true,
this
bro.
question,
That's
Jules.
fucking true.
Let me ask you this question. How is a woman capable of sustaining a marriage and a relationship and never cheat? Why is she special?
I don't believe that long-lasting marriages go on long without somebody cheating. I don't think it's possible.
So in your mind, you see relationships like boxing. Everybody's on peds.
Bro, look, my boy. Look,
Yes.
look,
No
look,
matter
look,
if
my
getting
boy.
caught or
Look,
not.
it's kind of weird,
You
bro.
know
Yes.
what I mean?
It's kind of weird. Look, I'm
Somebody
34.
got
I
to
just turned
do it.
34, and I got an older brother who's 40, like 41,
What the
and
fuck is
he
going on?
has a high school crush, and his love that he married. He's been with a couple girls in
What's
high school,
going
but
on, man?
once he got with this chick in high school, yeah, they've been together. They had kids. Me in a different hand, I have two baby mamas, 5 different fucking kids from all these 2 bitches, and it's hectic. My life is fucked up because these fucking bitches, and his life isn't because the woman he got is different. So yeah, it's kind of different, man.
Yo, listen to me. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me
Bro, hold
out.
on, hold on. Can we just replay my man's hard? He said, I got I got 5 fucking kids from these 2 different bitches, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. Yo, you're the funniest, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to let me land the plane before everybody start confessing to me and shit, they life and shit. I'm telling you that. Everybody try
Like
to
the
tell me
Joyce
all this shit.
brothers.
Yeah, like I'm telling you that, yo, dog, you cannot send a young man out into this dating market looking for a fucking unicorn. Nah, I ain't doing that. What I'm gonna tell? Yeah, the right one. No, she ain't. Do you know how many motherfuckers die and don't find the right one? So you gonna tell your son, yeah, yo, the right girl out there? So no, she ain't. Don't believe that. Suspect everyone of everything, bro, because it's you against the world. It's always in all aspects of your life. It is you versus them in everything at your job, in your field, in your sport, and whatever you do. Yeah, it's you versus them. You have to put yourself first, and you got to go out into the world. If we talk about romance, you got to understand that chivalry is dead. Romance is dead. That's even the girls that are out there now. Those ain't the girls that was out there when I was young. They're worse. They're worse. They are
Worse.
worse.
Oh yeah,
Much
this
So
worse.
generation. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
how do you tell a young guy, yeah, yo, if you go out there and you buy a corsage, you're like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here, bro, nah, dog, you can't tell a young dude that shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's like,
Alvarez, you
yeah.
can't be calling me from the aviary. I hear birds, I hear ostriches. What's going on?
Hey,
Shout
this
out
nigga's
to
at the
wait, let me
wildlife
get this
center
nigga's
and
name.
shit.
This motherfucker's at
Hey,
the
motherfucker,
reserve
my
or
shit is
something.
on. My
Bro,
shit is
I
on
can hear
fucking mute. No, I just took it
grasshoppers
off
and
mute.
shit. Hold
Hey,
on.
this nigga.
Kid said, "Do you
That's not
watch
me.
Fresh and
That's
Fit?
not me, bro.
Do you watch Fresh and Fit? The marriage analogy is the exact thing they use. Make sure you get married through the church and not the state." Shout out to J Money. Sorry, bro. My boys good dudes. They getting played or hold a long relationship. I'm pretty too, and I have a girl for years. Sorry that world over. Yeah, because what I'm saying is, look, this is proven, and I know it because I've seen it. I've seen what happens to Oh, you want to be that guy? Okay. And I've seen the alternative. I've lived the alternative, and I know that, like, yo, you better off being an asshole than a good guy. I mean, like, just being real. Yeah, you better off being an asshole than a
Hey,
good guy.
I mean, I got a question for that dude who dropped that super chat and paid
Yo,
you.
can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. I didn't hear anything you just said.
You can hear me, Alex?
I got you. I'm good. Yeah, we good.
No,
That
no,
wasn't me.
Alexis. No, Alexis. You can hear me?
I can't hear
You
shit
can't hear
either.
me. You
Alexis,
can't
can
hear
you
me.
hear him?
Alexis, you're tripping. We can
I
all
don't
hear
think. I
you, bro.
don't
You
think.
just can't hear
I don't.
us.
Tell him, Alex. Tell him to drop off and jump back on.
Hey, Alexis, drop off and jump back on. Jules got you.
Shout out to J Money. Church girl or good girl? Nah, they want the bad dudes. Here's an example. I used to go to a church when I was young. I was the bad kid. As soon as I go there, there was one of the church girls. Yeah, she's trying to give me some ass.
Can
Fat booty
anybody
joint
hear
from
me?
the. I can hear you, but you got to drop off.
Yeah, you got to jump. We can all hear you,
Oh,
bro.
I'm
You
gonna
got to
have to
jump off
drop
and come
out and
back
come
on.
back in then.
Yeah, check your mic because we can hear you, but you ain't hearing us. Take your headphones.
I used at the moment I went to the church, it was this big butt joint named Viviana. She was trying to give me some ass, and I'm not the
And
good dude. I'm not the studious one. I'm not.
that's
This
my
is what I'm
cousin's name.
saying.
Hey, Jules, that's my cousin. I got a cousin, Viviana.
I'm trying to tell you, and I'm just saying that if you were to
Yo.
impart a piece of advice to a young guy that's coming up now, you got to get him. You got to get him ready.
Came in and just cut credit lines like you wouldn't believe. Now, I am a
Fuck.
40, since 1982, 44-year user of American Express. Even the American Express
What the
Platinum
fuck is that?
Bro, somebody got commercials going and shit, bro.
that I could use however I needed. Always paid my bills.
Fucking country watching TV and shit.
Bro, he
That was
fell
country.
asleep. His
That
country
was
old ass
fucking.
fell asleep at the keyboard. Hell
Yeah, that
yeah.
What
wasn't
I'm
me.
saying is, if you telling a young dude, yo, this what you got, this how you want to go about this or whatever. I'm just saying, you kind of setting them up to fail if you tell them to go out there looking for fucking romance.
No, you
You
know,
tell
Jules,
him, yeah,
I don't
listen,
agree
it's
with
like,
you fully, but you have a point. Your point is the time we come from, we trying to raise our sons, and this time, and it's different, bro. Shit ain't the same, bro. The
yo,
women ain't the
I'm
same.
just,
listen.
yeah,
You
I was
tell
but
weak.
wait,
yo,
Herb, before I pass it to Herb, let me just say, I'm just saying, when was it a time where they wasn't some hoes? Like, bro, they was some hoes when I was a kid. So I don't know what the fuck to tell.
hey,
Yeah, you bitches some
It just got
hoes.
worse. It
Like,
just
I
got
don't know what the
worse.
fuck to tell
It
you,
just got
bro.
worse.
Like, I don't know what to say.
I'm like,
How
listen,
come? Yeah.
Nah,
you
the
say
difference
that
is,
you,
Jules, is that the girls
Wait,
when we were growing up.
Herb was talking. Go ahead.
yo, like you send your child into the street, what, 23, 24. You tell them, you take broads by the tools because the girls that's your age, you can believe they've been with another girl before. So you take them by the tools and you'll have no problem.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
mean, I
advice.
just
That's my advice to any 25-year-old young man.
Yo, what I'm gonna say is it's very difficult for me to take this romance like I don't know what to put it, how to call it, because I'm like, yo, every bitch I ever knew was a hoe. I'm not playing either. Like they all was like, yeah, they was all hoes for somebody. Shit, there's all
Yeah,
sucking somebody. Like yeah, there's
they're into fucking each other now. That's why I said take them by the tools. You can end up getting
yeah,
you can get the nodges. You take them by the tools.
yeah.
Any, any,
Shout out to Jay. They in love with their own vanity, attention, and always bored. Social media. That's another thing that social media is
Yep. Yeah,
breeding
100%. Yes.
a different kind of individual. So I'm saying that, like I said, if you raising a boy and you trying to send him out into the world and you trying to get him ready for what's out there, I'm just telling you, yo, most of these bitches is hoes, if not all of them. You're like, yeah, what you want me to say?
Hey,
Most of them
you know what I just
are.
realized
I forgot what basketball player it
from this
was, but there
conversation?
was this.
Wait, go ahead, Alexis. Go ahead,
That's
Alexis.
probably, and I don't want to segue into politics, but it kind of like hits where that's probably why Donald Trump hits so well with the male vote or whatever when he's made that statement of I could just grab him by the pussy. Remember? That's kind of like what he's saying. You know?
He's like, it's that easy. It's that easy.
Pero,
Yeah,
Yeah,
pero,
it's that
I
no,
easy.
can
pero,
just grab him
no,
by the
pero,
pussy.
espera,
I'm a star. Just
Alexis,
grab him by the pussy.
we're from around the same. We're from around the
Oh, I can't
same
hear Jules.
neighborhood.
Damn. Fuck.
Coño,
I
man.
gotta go back out. Shit.
What I was going to say was I don't know what everybody else sees when they look out into that ocean of people that's out there. All I see is hoes and Johns. That's all I see.
By the
Fuck, like
tools, take them by the
for real.
tools. You can't love two girls.
Country, wait, country. Stop unmuting yourself. We don't want to hear you snoring.
I'm not snoring, dude. That's not me.
That's
Hey, and
you, bro.
hey, country,
No, it's
country.
not. I've been fucking listening the whole time. I'm not
Hey,
snoring at
hey,
all.
country. Stop
Listen
falling
to my
asleep and letting us
voice.
hear Dragnet episodes,
Stop
bro.
leaving the fan on, country. I can
The
hear
Let
fan's
me
you.
not
say,
on either. Strike three, motherfucker. I ain't got
shout
no
out to
fan on.
Shout out to SSSU versus the world is the truth of the world. When you got a faithful woman, other men in the world don't give a fuck. They'll pursue her if they want. Yeah, like I guess my point is I think it's too much of a gamble to be that naive about really anything, even your career path. But because we're talking about relationships, I'm just saying I think you would have to be very naive to tell your son, yo, go out there and like, nah, son. I'm telling you, yo, most of what's out there is some hoes and some skanks, dead ass. And they try to take advantage. And if you act like a retard and a nice guy, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna take advantage of you. I'm telling
Big
you,
time.
don't do. I'm telling you, don't
Yeah,
do that.
and
That's
God
what I'm
help you
telling.
if
Don't
you're a
do
nice
that.
guy.
Don't be that guy.
If you're a nice guy, it's even worse. They will
Yeah.
crucify you.
Listen, I never got no pussy from being a nice guy. Like, yeah, I wasn't a nice guy. That's not why I got some ass. It's not. It's nah. I'm telling you, look, you want to fuck these bitches, you want to get your dick sucked. You know you do. I'm telling you, yo, listen, you know what works? Whoever you are, be comfortable in your skin. Whoever you
Mm.
are.
Yep.
That means if you like motherfucking chess, love that shit. Don't hide it. Don't be ashamed. Love that shit. If you like comic books and shit like that, love that shit too. Be who you are and
Mhm.
settle in yourself first. And I'm telling you, like, as long as you cool, as long as you could be wearing Chucks, you could be wearing J's, you could be wearing Timbs, you could be wearing fucking loafers. As long as you cool, it
With
works.
yourself. Which, as long as you're cool with
As long
yourself,
as
you will
you
find your.
cool,
Yup.
yeah,
You're gonna
you
find your
good.
partner. Yup.
And the other
Mhm.
You,
part,
you,
the other
you,
part to it is
Yep.
if you ask them something and they say no, just say fuck it. Don't give a fuck
yeah,
and go about your
like
business.
it's obviously like it's a lot of things they gotta learn on their own. But I'm just telling my what I'm gonna like I'm gonna tell them like, nah, bitches ain't shit, bro. You gotta look out for yourself, like you do, because you go out there wide eyed like that, you're just gonna get taken advantage of, man. Like for real, you're gonna get taken advantage of. But if you go
Right.
out there with the understanding, they're like, nah, these bitches ain't shit but hoes. Like, that's how my mother sent me out into the world. That's all I could say. She sent, and it worked. Like, yeah, it worked. And I'll put that on a stack of Bibles on my kids who want me about women. My mother. That's where I got all that from. She told me like, don't die over these bitches and don't fight over these bitches. That's all. Don't die over these bitches. Don't
Mhm.
fight over these bitches. That's
Mhm.
what my mother told me. My
Mhm. Mhm.
sisters told me that. My mother told me that. And shit, turns
Great
out they
ladies,
was right.
man. Great ladies, man. Great
Well,
ladies.
now, why would they do that? Because they love their little brother. Because they like,
Mhm.
nah, we're not gonna be over here shitting on my little brother. You're not gonna shit
Mhm.
on my son. That's why else would they say that? All these
Mhm.
thoughts I got, I had them since I was young. Who I got them from? My mother and my sisters. They the one that said that shit. Like, yeah,
They
you
put
bugging
you
like
on
you
game.
Hey, you
like
know what's
you
funny,
bug like
Jules?
you like these bitches
Hey,
shit.
hey, every girl I ever dated,
They definitely put you on
moms
game.
was
That's for
always
sure.
like, yeah, moms would be like this.
You know.
She'd be like, oh, I hear you, Adrian. That's cool. All right, okay, son, okay, yeah, just bring him in the house. I'll tell you what's up. And she would, and she was right to this day. She was right about everybody I ever fucking brought to the house, bro. She turned out to be right
Is
about
anybody
everyone.
talking?
Yeah, right now, Alex is talking about. I think you can hear him because of the shit. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Y'all keep talking about romance and shit.
and all that, and the unicorns.
I'm over here fucking yawn. I'm
Y'all want to hear
yawning.
some funny shit? Hey, I was just thinking
Oh
about this a
man,
minute ago. I
this
put it on
show
mute when I
turned
took a
into an
piss.
episode of Joyce Brothers.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I put it on mute. I take a piss, and I'm sitting there pissing. I'm like,
More
and I was
like
like,
Dr. Ruth.
bro, I'm sitting there,
Exactly, Dr. Ruth, Dr.
Hey
Joyce
bro,
man,
Brothers.
but in the immortal words of Snoop Dogg, but we don't love him though.
bro. Here's the best part. Here's what I was thinking the whole time.
That is funny. That
How
is
how
funny.
does I was like, how does
Funny,
my nigga
funny.
still have a
That's
channel,
cool,
bro?
man.
Like,
Yo, what you
how
guys
do we get away
thinking
with this
about
shit every week?
Yeah,
this
I wonder sometimes myself.
You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do we get away with this shit we
what you
say and
guys
talk
thinking
about?
about
How
this
is he not canceled
Navarrete
yet?
or
Like,
Shaqy Foster fight?
It ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. It ain't no fun. Hold up.
all right, that was gay. Anyway, what was you saying about the fight?
What the fuck?
Go ahead, country. What fight was you asking about?
It wasn't me. That was Alex.
No, I'm Alex. I didn't ask
Well,
about
I
a
can
fight.
hear you, but can you hear me?
I can hear
Alexis,
you.
he
Alexis, I mean,
he can hear us,
Yeah,
but
I can't hear
he,
anybody else though.
yeah, he hears
Alexis
us,
can't
but
hear
he hears
anybody.
I mean, sorry, we hear him, but he can't hear us, bro.
No, Alexis hears me. I'm pretty sure. Alexis, you
Yeah,
hear me?
I
All
hear
right,
you.
go
Yeah.
ahead. Pause.
I just
Country,
can't hear
pause.
anybody else. This is fucking crazy.
Alexis, can you hear me?
Anyway,
This
when
is
it starts
Alex.
doing
Can you hear
this,
me?
I get
Yeah,
annoyed.
he
All
can hear
right,
me.
brothers. I see y'all another time. Later.
All right, bro. Peace. Yeah.
All right.
Somebody say y'all a bunch of nerds. Not gonna lie.
Yo, country. The thing is, I'm gonna tell Jules right now when he comes back. Fucking, I seen a bunch of my friends who have gone through hell with these females, and all of them have been through hell in different situations. Like, I got a friend of mine who literally told me about how his first girlfriend, he got her fucking pregnant, and she ended up having his son when he was super young. He was like 20, 21 years old when he became a father. Him and his girl didn't work out. They broke up a couple years after their kid was born. But after they broke up, she literally made his life hell because she went to court, filed for child support, and basically she never did anything to try to improve her financial standing because she just wanted to get the child support for their son. And the entire time he said that his son was in the age of where he had to pay her for child support. Um, every couple of years, she would go back to court to demand more money from him, and she would always say like, "Oh well, I'm not working. I'm a stay-at-home mom." Blah blah blah, and so she was always like fucking going out of her way to not work in order to get the money from my buddy. So my buddy just went through hell over 16, 17 years of dealing with her, and her fucking always demanding more and more money for child support because she was the one that had primary custody of their son. And this is the fucked up part that made me realize, like, yeah, these broads ain't shit. My buddy tells me that the day of his son's 18th birthday, she literally went to him and told him, "Son, you can no longer live with me." And his son goes, "Wait, why?" He goes, "Because I can't afford to have you here anymore." She goes, "I literally
Damn.
was using the child support to, keep us going. But now that you're 18 and I can't collect child support for you anymore, you're going to have to go and live with your father." And I was
Right.
like, God damn.
Yeah.
I was like, she literally used him for a fucking check the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And you know what the
But you know
crazy
the
part
most
is?
fucked up thing about child support too is that when a woman runs the child support like that, they don't like give you a chance or say, "All right, we're going to give you a chance to at least work with her first and try to support your kid." They just automatically fucking stick it to you right away.
Yeah.
No fucking questions asked. They just go after your fucking check. They fucking nail you, and you're on the hook, man. And then
Whereas you would
you
think,
get behind and you don't pay them, they throw the shit on your credit record, all kinds of fucked up shit.
and
It's
you would
fucked
think
up.
that with the times that we live in, right? Because it's just like Country said, they'll hit you with child support. It may not be your child, so you would think that it were uniform to at least do a paternity test, right? To avoid those situations. But no, the system is stacked against you. So
Yep.
if you're really trying to tell a young guy, like, all right, well, this is what you got to do, yo, you got to warn them about a lot of shit because the courts are against you, the system is against you, the broads is like, yeah, it's a lot of shit against you. Like, you got to
That's the
be real
thing. You ain't even
careful.
if the kid ain't yours. If you're stupid enough to sign the birth certificate and the kid ain't yours, you get screwed. You don't
Listen,
even have to be the kid's father. The bride could just be pregnant, live with you, have the kid, and you live with them for a while because you cohabitated with them. You're not the biological father. You're still on the fucking hook.
Yeah. So
I knew a broad. This very young couple. This is when I had just moved down here. Very young couple. They're in their early 20s and shit. And their eyes is big as shit. They got all kind of light in their eyes and all that, right? He loved this broad. She's pregnant. He thinks it's his. She gives birth to the shit. This dude's dark skin. She gives birth to the motherfucking shit. The motherfucking shit is my complexion with light eyes. And that has to have been at least 7. That has to have been at least 7 years ago. And I see the dudes. I see the dudes pick on my Facebook. I could see he fucked up. I remember how he was when I met him and how he was after that. And I know that shit fucked you up. You probably still fucked up off that shit. You see what I mean? And this the type of shit. This is the type of shit you gotta warn young men. Like, yeah, like you really thought that you was down to do all. He's a good dude. This dude. He found out his chick was pregnant. He goes out. He gets the job. He's ready to be a dad and all the shit. And then when she gave birth, yo, dog, I don't know who baby that is, but I don't think it's his. I don't know who baby that is, but I don't think it's yours, homie. So I'm trying to
that's
tell
that
you,
weird
dog.
shit when like a white couple have a baby and a little black dude come out. You're like, hey, hold up, dog. Like you can't just ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now peep
Nah,
game.
bro.
The chick is a high yellow joint. She's a high
Yeah,
yellow
Jules,
joint. The chick.
Okay.
The chick is a
I
high
can't hear
yellow
Jules.
joint.
I'm gonna go to bed, man. I'm yawning. Yeah, I see you guys tomorrow. Next live. Yeah, I see you guys tomorrow.
No,
All right, fam. Peace.
I
The
know
chick is
Jules gonna shut down later in a second anyway. Peace.
the chick
Peace
is
out, Earth.
the chick is a high yellow joint. He's dark skinned dude. He's dark skinned, brown skinned dude. Ain't no motherfucking way that big. And I've seen recent pictures of like, yeah, that's not his kid, dog. That kid don't look like it. Ain't that kid don't look like him? It's like, and this, but this is the shit that goes on. So while he's in the thick of the romance and shit, because I met them when they had just got together, and they look like any young couple that really, really likes each other. They look like any young couple that really, really likes each other. I was shocked that she was fucking around on that dude. Cause I'm like, well, she would have had to for the baby to come out like that. Would have had to. Baby came out light as shit with light eyes. I'm like, yeah, that ain't Denzel, baby. Ain't no way. There's no way. There's no way that.
Well, you know what? They need what they.
Anybody at the job, like, you know what I'm saying? They came around with it. He's still like, he got a crooked smile. She, he got a crook, and everybody just awkward as fuck. Like, yo, that's not. It took a minute.
I'm just saying that's not how alleles don't work that way, bro. Something's wrong.
What they
Alleles
need to
do not
do,
work that way.
though, what they need to do is they need to like restructure child support and put a lot of checks and balances in there because child support has way too much fucking power. They can just come in and fucking destroy you, and it doesn't matter.
I mean,
I guess
my purview on a lot of shit is like my purview on a lot of this shit, like this romance shit, this navigating life, like dog, like the system is stacked against you, bro. So you got to be very fucking careful because the system is stacked against you.
100%.
Oh no, you know what they did to my ass one time? So I had this court appointment, but it was all the way down in Orange County, so I can't go down there because I'm in SAC, right? Man, okay. I missed the goddamn phone call to the courthouse by 5 minutes. I called down there, right? They wouldn't fucking let me. They wouldn't do the thing because I missed it by 5 minutes. It was my fault. Oh, fair enough. Fucking child support. The lawyers got mad at the time. They said that I cost them money. It was so ironic hearing that coming from them when they're fucking taking money from my ass. And my job wage at the time had dropped from like 21 something an hour all the way down to like 12.75. And they did not, because of that incident, they did not reduce my child support.
That sounds like some California shit, bro. Sounds like some California.
I got screwed because I was paying child support as if I was making $21.90 something an hour, and I was only making $12.75 at the time, and I got fucked. You know,
Listen, bro. I knew this was back in New York. I was working at a D'Agostino supermarket. I was very young at the time. I knew a guy. He was getting 0.00 from his other job. That's how much child support they were taking from that guy. He had to get another
motherfuckers
job.
will put you on the street and won't give a shit.
And they won't give. I didn't believe him because I didn't think that's legal. Like you can't take the whole thing. Yo, he showed me the shit. Hey, the motherfucker had a check for 0.00. I was like, yo.
Hey, check this out. I'll give y'all a crazy example real quick, man. Check this out. On our first deployment in 2003 to Iraq, there was a sergeant first class named Sergeant Alvarez. He was a Mexican dude, but he was what we could faithfully and honestly call a whitewashed Mexican. He was of Mexican descent, had the look, had the name, didn't speak Spanish, grew up with his, mostly white family, right?
That's what we call a coconut out here.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro.
That's what we call a coconut out here, Alex.
Jules refers to as a Jono Sabo, you know?
He was one of them, right? But here's the thing, he was a solid dude. Tough leader, but he was devoted husband, family man, you name it. We go to Iraq, bro. About 3-4 months into our invasion. The invasion's over. The main war is over. Now it's all this other shit. Anyway, we're about 3, 4, maybe 5 months in. This motherfucker gets the Dear John letter. You know what I'm saying? Bro, faithful husband, faithful fucking father, great, square dude, bro. Fucking square, played by the book. She leaves him. She sends him a letter saying, I found someone else. I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm taking the kids and I'm gone. This sergeant first class, who had been in the army for over 10 years, faithful to his wife, his kids, just a good family man, comes home, no furniture. He's got a notice that hey, we're closing this bitch out. You got to find somewhere to live. His bank account's empty. His wife and kids are gone. This nigga was living, bro. This nigga was hiding out because when you're a sergeant first class, you can't live in the barracks. That's against policy. You can't be up in there after hours. This nigga was hiding out in dudes' rooms, living off of ramen noodles. I seen him with my own eyes, bro. Bro, this dude built his whole career on being a service member, being a fucking bro, all this shit. And in the end, the judge took everything, bro. When it was said and done, this dude didn't have enough money to afford his own fucking apartment, let alone feed himself, bro. She got him for maintenance, alimony. My nails need to get done, my hair. Bro, the judge awarded all this shit to this woman. So, and here's the crazy part. Faithful man, faithful father, goes to Iraq, fights for his country. His wife's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a whore. Cheats on him. He comes back to nothing, and the judge takes everything from him, bro. It took this dude 2 years to get back to his feet.
Check it out. You used to hear stories about stuff like that, right? When we were young, right? Me, Country, Alex, anybody who's in their 40s, these were things that you either, witnessed yourself like you did or heard about them through word of mouth. This younger generation actually has an open example that anybody could see. The Bobby Altdorf bitch. The Bobby Altdorf bitch was a married woman, had kids, right? Guy looks like a nice square guy, likes his wife and all the bullshit. She dipped out on him to be a thought bitch. To rappers.
I ain't gonna lie, Jules. I ain't gonna lie, Jules. You're popping my cherry with her right now, bro. I never knew her history. I just knew she was a streamer. I don't know shit about her background.
I'll tell you what. Look, a lot of the younger people that follow her, they know that about her, and they always give her a hard time.
And they
in
still
her comment
support her.
section.
No.
They don't. A lot. She basically became sort of a social pariah because of that shit. Because people always giving a shit about it. That you really broke up your household so you could go be a thought and hang around with rappers and shit. Bitch recently came out with a rap song, unrelated subject. Like she trying to, I guess,
Wow,
be a
really?
musician there. Yeah, and she's it's almost
Damn.
like she's every stereotype of the modern era. That airhead bitch just wants to get trizzed, broke up her family. Like, yeah, like this is literally her story. It's like, yo, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So
Jules,
hey,
I got an example of a fucked up one that I know of personally. This acquaintance of ours that I met through a good friend of mine. I didn't really know this dude when I first met him, but over time he came around, hung out with us, and got to know him. He's a cool guy, but one night he fucking got drunk and he decided to start telling us like the shit that happened to him uh from fucking with these no good females. So this dude apparently he has a really good paying job at UPS as a driver, makes probably low six figures, right? He tells me that he got married relatively young into his UPS career to his to the first chick that like he was in love with. So they were together for about 5 6 years, he said. Then the bitch basically, straight up told him like, yo, I'm not feeling this anymore, I don't want to be with you, like I want out. But they had already had a couple of kids together. So my
Oh
man
yeah.
was kind of hurt. My man was kind of hurt about the whole situation, and he tried to get her back, but it just wasn't happening. So he's like, all right, well, it is what it is, like you want out, fuck it. So he got divorced from her, and she basically had primary custody of the kids, and he just would see them like visitation. So he had to pay her $1,200 a month in child support for the two kids that he had with her. Then a few years go by, homeboy gets his life a little bit, he kind of gets back on his feet financially. He's doing better at UPS, making more money. And he's, been single for a minute. He says he meets this other chick a few years later, but this one was way different, he claimed, than the first one. He said this one was like college educated, had her shit together. Like he was really thinking like, okay, like this is way different from the first broad I was with. Like I could see myself being with this female. So he ends up marrying her too. Then they're together for a while as well. I think he said he was married to this one for like close to a decade. And then after a decade, same shit happened to him again. He straight up said that like she basically told him that
Damn.
like she wasn't feeling the situation anymore. She wanted out. She didn't want to be with him. And the same shit happened where he had two kids with this second female. And I'm like, God damn, that is insane.
yo,
So he
Oh
breaks up, he gets a divorce from the second one, Jules. And then this is the part that had me fucked all the way up. He said that he went to fucking court because this broad wanted to put him on child support. And she got $2,000 a month from him
Oh my
in
God,
child
bro.
support for the
Get
two kids that he had with her. And my man was telling the judge, yo, judge, I'm a UPS delivery driver. My ex-wife is a fucking psychiatrist who has her own practice. She makes more money than I do. Why the fuck are you getting me for $2,000 a month when, if anything, she should be paying me? Like, and the judge said, like, he didn't give a fuck. Like, he said the judge was like convinced that because she was a professional and she had her fucking career and everything, and she was like a quote unquote example of a good mother, that he was gonna give her primary custody.
Hey,
And
what
I was
state was
like,
it? Hey, what
God
state was it?
damn,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
nah,
bro,
nah,
what
hit,
state was this in? What state was this in?
Well, he's lived here in California, bro, his whole life.
So it's a Cali thing. Okay, makes sense. All right.
nah, Ignacio, peep game. Think about all that horrible shit that happened. And what did I say? Don't send no young man out here. Look, what
Yeah,
did I
I mean,
say? What did I
hey,
Yeah,
say?
you
yeah,
said it. Yeah, you said it. Yeah,
yeah.
I said like yo, you bugging like bro, that's the worst case. Like you on the hook for at least 18 years, bro. Each K, you on the
yeah.
hook. I'm
Hey, I
telling
got
you. I'm telling you, yo, don't be out here loving these. Like, don't love these, but you bugging. Like, you cannot do that. Like, son, telling you can't. Like, nah, setting them up to fail. Straight
Bro,
up.
I got a horrible one for you, bro. So my wife and I, we have a married couple that are close friends of ours. We all served in the military together, all four of us. So my boy Ty, he from New York, actually. He's from New York. But he older than us, Jules. He's like 52, 53 right now. So the woman that he was with before the woman he's married to that we're friends with, them, bro, he she gets a baby, booby, raises it, boom, boom, boom. Bro, it's like somewhere around the kid's teenage years, bro. He finds out through DNA tests it ain't his kid. The courts in New York, they're like, cool story, bro. You raised him for fucking 13 years, or it was something. I might be off, but somewhere around there, 10 or 13 years. Like cool story. He's yours. So this nigga had to continue paying child support until the kid was 18 for a kid that the court recognized wasn't his, bro. They made him pay, bro.
When I tell motherfucker, you better stop with that love bullshit. You better stop. Motherfuckers gonna look at, man. I'm telling you, this is what happened. I'm like, motherfucker, go out there, think you found the right one. She's a great girl. And she might have been great in the beginning. Look, pay attention to the people
Do your homework. Do your fucking homework.
Pay attention to the people that are in real. Like, I knew a dude. All right, he had a girl. The girl was gorgeous. Gorgeous girl, dresses nice, takes care of him. The mother liked him, right? And what I notice in most relationships is the dynamic is usually one person loves the person more than the other, because that's the way it was with them. In this instance, he was the hoe. He just couldn't not cheat on this bitch. Like, he couldn't help it. And she's a great girl. Like, no, she's a great girl. She's all the good shit. But it's almost like if that is not going on, if that dynamic is not going on, yeah, we must be talking about a cartoon or something, because that's the only shit I ever seen. That's the only version of relationships I've ever seen. Like, I'm not that perfect relationship shit. Like, yeah, that's for the TV. That's for the TV. Now I'm going to sleep, man.
Yo, Jules, real quick. I gotta tell you a funny quick story. My coworker
last story.
My coworker that is his daughter is Victor Ortiz's baby mama. He was telling me the other day that Victor Ortiz fought in bare knuckle fight, and his purse was only like 75 grand, but that motherfucker owed her back child support. When the judge found out that he was fighting and was getting all that money, he literally garnished 40 grand and gave it to his daughter.
God damn. But see, same thing. Like I said, motherfucker started out pushing against what I said. I'm like, yeah, you better throw that romance shit in the garbage. Is what you better do with that shit. Throw that romance shit in the garbage. I'm out of here. I see y'all on the next one.
Night, fellas.
Peace out, y'all.
Fucking
Hey, see y'all.